Dude, you're not supposed to, like, psychoanalyze me. That's that's a bit much. I can never tell if this is Pokemon music or Zelda music. I can never tell. It's Mystery Dungeon, that's why I don't recognize it. Like, I do recognize it, but I don't recognize it in this sound font because it's Mystery Dungeon DX. So it's like the, Switch version. It doesn't sound as beepy boopy like the DS was. Which is why it sounds like Zelda to me initially. Hello. I forgot my sleep schedule to watch you at 4 in the morning. Wow. And do you know what's really crazy, actually? Is all of the people that I've been getting messages recently. I don't know how to word it. Humbling, I suppose is the phrase. Let's go full cam. Hello. Boom. Hi, how you doing? It's still really warm here. Yeah, no, I've been receiving messages recently after stream is over. I'm talking like hours after I finish stream of people being like, yo, this is part of my daily freaking drive now. Like, I watch a Dave stream before I go to work or something, and I'm just like, what? What are you on about? You absolutely lovely people that for some reason seem, well, you've decided that I'm allowed to be part of your freaking life, I suppose, and I don't know, I just think... If you told me, even 2 years ago, that someone would say that to me in 2026, I'd be like, bollocks. Bollocks. There ain't no way. But hey, we have a community. We have people that enjoy Pokemon games. I remember when I caught you at 6 in the morning when I was still in school for that school year. Don't say that. Because it's going to be a point where you turn around and say, I was still in school when I started watching you. Like 5 years later, you'll be saying that, and I'll just be like, oh my god. It's a routine watching day. If I just missed yesterday due to a hangover, absolutely acceptable, I suppose. Nah, that's fair. I mean, yesterday I had really weird hours anyway because I had a job interview. Of which, funnily enough, my girlfriend has calculated a couple of things for me in her head, because apparently I'm incapable of doing it myself. I actually don't think stream times will be changing Monday to Thursday. I think the only day that will probably change is Friday, and that's Champion Day. So when we play Pokemon Champions, it will probably be a later in the day stream, and it probably won't be as long, whereas Monday to Thursday should remain unchanged. No excuses, can't miss Dave streams. It's the law! It's the law! You need to be here so you can watch me get destroyed by the same game. For how many times? How many times has it been? Let's have a look. Boot up Infinite Fusion. There we go. I've done something to my freaking stream layout and I hate it. I just need to quickly fix this. There you go. I thought I was doing something good. I wasn't. I hate it. You know when you move windows around to try and make things easier, and then you just realise, go back to what you're used to, you idiot. There we go. Why did I bother changing anything? How weird. Alright, how many deaths has it been? Because we just had another one, didn't we? We just had another one. 22 resets. Oh, that reminds me. Announcement specifically about this run are rules. Dude's got a guitar. That's pretty damn cute. I haven't changed it over, have I? Yes, I have. So we were talking at the end of last stream that, because obviously this runs over. I went up against Brock and we died. But yeah, so we were talking at the end of yesterday's stream that we weren't going to be doing wheel spins until we beaten Brock. And some weren't the biggest fan of that. They kind of like wanted to donate when they wanted to. They wanted the wheel spins when they wanted it. And you know what? I think it's not the end of the world if we make the wheel spins active slightly earlier. And when I say that, I mean it will now start when we gain our second Pokemon. So our starter, and whatever we fuse it to, doesn't count. And the first part of the next Pokemon doesn't count. It's when we fuse our second Pokemon together, that's when it will start. So whatever our starter fusion is, it's not that, it's the one after it. And then we'll start the wheel spins, because then a lot of the things on the wheels work. And yeah, we'll just do it that way. This freaking... You are spinning too fast. There we go, 2 instead of 3, that'll do. I was like, I could feel it. I could feel the air on the back of my face. I don't want to also save. Yeah, I did see your message. I might not remember it off the top of my head. Because it's been a full day now, hasn't it? Alright, what are we going to get? What are we going to get on this wonderful run? A Venipede. A Mime Jr. And a Carvana. I have a feeling that Venipede's not the best pick here. Mime Jr. covers Venipede. But Venipede technically covers Sharpedo. Well, Carvana. But not really. It was an insight to how many times you lost. Oh, you're so kind. I think I'm going to take Carvana because ultimately Sharpedo, I know it's not the greatest Pokemon in the world, but it's got good fusions. We'll take Carvana because, well, firstly, rough skin. Yep. Rough skin, really high attack and speed stat. Like, this is not a bad Pokemon, and it opens with Bite, which means we should be able to just one-shot whatever this Mime Jr. eventually fuses into. As it turns out to be both Bug and Fairy, which is the 2 things I didn't want it to be. Oh well, Rage. We have no choice. Okay, Roll Out. Should kill it. Why did my attack go up? As long as a move is in use, the user's attack rises each time it's used in battle. I did not know that. Wow. Carvana actually annihilating this Pokemon by just getting angry. I didn't even know that's how Rage worked. I'm drinking a Baja Blast to cheer my insult comment. I don't know what Baja Blast is. And I said I do know what it is. We don't have it in our country. It's like America only. Thank you for the town map. Now give me your brother's... No, it's your son's hair. I love free hair. Thank you for attaching it to my face. Very angry fish, but it's gonna work out. Give me your clothes, sister. Thank you very much. And mother, no, I will not buy my hair back. Let me rest. Baja Blast is a Mountain Dew type. Yeah, I know it is. I just forgot. Withdraw. Oh, so we do have a single potion that isn't randomized. Yeah, so we have access to our stuff, which is fine. So there's nothing else in here. That's good to know. I just wanted to double check. We've never really gone upstairs to check. Right, so first things first, we go get the parcel. We might run into an encounter on the way, but it's okay if we don't. It's an Ekans, which we can bite down. Lovely. I'm just thinking like Carvana itself is not a bad Pokemon. Is it dark yet? Yes, it's water dark already. Which is really important because that means we are immune to psychic damage. Are you playing the game blind? No, I've beaten this game before. And I am currently 22 runs in. Because of just how many freaking times we've died. Trap Hoot is an interesting freaking idea. So that means Trapinch and Hoot Hoot are here already. Get his items off of this guy. Lovely. Talk to this guy. Get some more items. Oh, do you know what? Actually, one thing which I did want to do. Where's Stream Elements? Come here. Something that I wanted to do is I wanted to take the goal down. I wanted to reduce the goal. Where is it? Where is it? YouTube member goal. Edit. Because I know how to edit this. Da-da-da-da. No, don't duplicate. That'd be funny. Here we go. I'm going to reduce the goal. It might not have published right away. It might change in a bit. Okay, it's not refreshing. That's a bit annoying. Why aren't you publishing? Publish, you fiend. So it's weird. You're supposed to like leave the editing menu. You're supposed to go into the editing menu, do your edits, click save, then it will auto-publish. You're supposed to click away from it, click back in, click save, and then click publish. I don't know why it does that, but that should have adjusted it back down to 300. Yeah, there we go. See, I know what I'm doing. It's really weird. But I'm going to make it 300, right? Because now that I've got this other job going, I think the goal should be a little bit more feasible for a month-on-month thing. I'm just going to leave the modifiers warning off. We don't need it anymore. What is this sparkly-ass music? Kid, do you have a random item for me? Nope, cool. Right, we now have a chance for an encounter. The Magmarizer. Well, that's not helpful, but at least it's something I can sell. What do we get? So we're fusing Carvana with Ekans, which is very cool. Ow. Alright, we should just start throwing the Pokeballs now. Aim for the stars, 5,000 members. Well, figures, if we are consistently hitting 300 members and I need to raise the goal, then I will. I just want you guys to be aware that... Wow, this thing's kicking my ass, actually. Why aren't... What? Why? You're a level 5 Ekans and I threw 4 balls at you. Whatever. Their Ekans refused to get in the ball. I'm actually a little annoyed by that. That shouldn't have been so hard. Why was that Ekans so hard? Instant run over. Why was that Ekans so freaking mean? That was stupid. No, not New Game Plus. That's mental. And what the thing is like, I'm completely down with the donations, of the number of donations we're getting. Should I have left a mean comment? You do whatever you want, mate. I don't mind. I didn't mean to hit classic. Back. Randomized. Okay, so it's now Dave XXIV. Dave the 24th. Why did I ever start this? I'm learning my Roman numerals as we go. Which is kind of a funny thing to say, because when will I ever truly need them? Awesome. Confirm. Moderate. Moderate. And you would think moderate was bad. It's not. It's just bad. Yeah, it's Dave XXIV. I'm now a Soul Calibur character. When you start a new job, we don't know yet. They sent me a thing which was like, here's a background check, make sure you get it done. So I got it done and sent it off. They sent me a follow-up, which was just like, oh yeah, we're just gonna need a little bit more information. They sent me a second email that said to wait for a third email. And I'm like, thanks, second email. I love that. Next week, Dave will stream in a toga. Poliwag? Eevee? So that Eevee is only good if we've got adaptability. I actually think Pumpkinpoo is the right Pokemon to go here. Hot tub stream goal? Mate, I would just like to have a hot tub in general, let alone stream in it. I'm going to go to Pumpkin, because it's the only thing that's going to deal with the other two. Yeah, we're emailing you to tell you we're emailing you later. It's so weird. Hi, chat. Ewag! Look at him, he's stupid. We don't have a single grass move. Wait, really? Pumpkinpoo, what do you mean at level 5 you don't know Absorb, but you do know a ghost move I can't use? We can only kill it with Confuse Ray. We can only kill it with Confuse Ray. That's so stupid. This is the worst. There we go. Somehow. No. Wait, is that the thing that turns people into ghosts? It is, isn't it? I might put it over Trick. Yeah. I'm shocked we managed to win that. Ewag looks like a plushie. Right, I'm just going to get the items on the way back. There's no point getting them now. I can get the items later. Is this just ghost? It's ghost time. You get absorb at level 5. Something that isn't a freaking grass type. Can we send Alpha to the Poke Dungeon? Absolutely. But only if we still have access to his credit card. We are going ghost, absolutely. I think, right, I'm just going to put this out there, okay? The first goal that we have for stream in terms of the membership thing is if we can get 300 memberships before July is over, I will buy a, like, portable freaking, what's it called? I'll buy one of those portable treadmills. The one I could just put underneath the desk. The next month, if we do it again, I might force myself to play Rejuvenation. I don't think I'll be nuzlocking it, purely because the first game was impossible anyway. Because I don't have much interest in jumping onto Rejuvenation anytime soon. I don't have any real interest in jumping on it anytime soon, but like July's goal, July's bounty is we hit 300 members, and then I will get one of those funny little portable freaking treadmills, and then I think the August one will be I will play Rejuvenation before the year is up. Because I'm at this moment in time, I have no interest in playing Rejuvenation. I get the idea, I just don't. I don't feel like I'm interested. I don't know if I can be. Not something Emerald Redux is impossible, I gave up. We need a Doc THM channel to play all the games Dave doesn't like or want. Yeah, but then you're just going to be playing a long list of crap games. Put it this way, Duck, I will probably play Rejuvenation sometime next year. I don't think I'm interested in playing it anytime soon. Especially... Oh, Poison Barb, wow. However, if we do reach that goal next month, then I will do it early. I'll do it early. Poison Grass, Ghost Poison. Do we just become... Look, we're probably going to have Intimidate. I think we'd go Ghost Poison, let's be real. Reborn broke Dave. I've played too many Pokemon games nowadays that take themselves seriously, but I can't take them seriously. And I'm afraid that I'm going to go into these games and just freaking hate them. Shedskin and Frisk, really? We didn't get Intimidate. Oh well, Shedskin could work. Speed minus special attack. Sure, let's do it. Poison Sting, Confuse Ray, Astonish, and Trick or Treat. Why not? I'm not really convinced that this Pokemon's any good, but we'll see what we can do with it. We might get a better Pokemon later on. That's a terrain system, but better, a much better story, and is not as hard. I mean, fair enough, that's all well and good. I would have much preferred a Corphish. How astonishing. But the thing is, Duck, is like, I believed everyone when they recommended me Reborn, and I ended up, like, completely disliking it, you know. Also, as someone that's not played it before, I'm not gonna lie, like, I was more inclined to play Rejuvenation soon before I watched the trailer. I watched the trailer and I was just like, It kind of put me off a little bit. Boost the power of poison moves. I think I might gift that. Oops. We got a gift Meowth. That's wild. Alright, let's give the Poison Barb. There we go. Let's set up our PC. So, oops. Wow. Sometimes when you're going too fast, it's really difficult. Dave is always disappointed in games these days. Well, you say that, but I've played games that have been really fun. Like Celia's stupid romhack was fantastic. Something like Spin Spin Spin, I enjoyed that. That was fun. This is illegal. Dead, illegal, and gift. But yeah, I enjoyed Spin Spin Spin. Celia's stupid romhack was great fun. The Ditto one, where you run around in the Ditto area, was fine. I don't have any real problems with it. Odyssey was... I finished Odyssey. As much as I have problems with that game and the direction that it eventually went in, I finished it, which is more than I can say about Reborn. What's wrong with a trailer? It's more so, it's a trailer that's clearly aimed at people that have played Reborn, Rejuvenation before. I watched it and had no idea what was going on. All I saw was a freaking Toho Bad Apple fan. Like, that trailer is literally, like, it's Bad Apple. And I was like, okay, fair enough. Like, clearly, the person that made it and the people that are behind Rejuvenation, like, they like the things that they like, and there's nothing wrong with that. But as someone that's not played the game before, I was just sitting there like, this is a trailer? I don't know, the trailer didn't tell me anything. It told, as someone who's not played it before, it told me nothing. So, like, but the thing is that just immediately put me on, like, the back foot. I was just like, oh no. It's another one of these games. It's another one of these games, like Reborn and like Insurgents, that are so self-indulgent. And I'm just like, I just don't have the patience for it. I really don't. Like, it's one of the main things that I just ended up hating about freaking Reborn in the end, is I just hated how it felt like... It felt like it was a gang of people that had written something that no one else is allowed to be a part of. You know, you had to be in on the joke or you were weird. That's how it felt like it was written, you know. So yeah, I don't know, I watched the trailer, I didn't get it. It made no sense to me. There was a reference in there to a freaking Toho music video, and I just sat there like, it doesn't feel like my speed suddenly. Who knows, maybe I'll play it and I'll really enjoy it. Maybe I'll play it and I'll love it. And I really hope I do. But as of right now, like, Reborn's left such a bad taste in my mouth that I just don't know. I don't know. Reborn's put such a bad taste in my mouth, and that trailer did nothing to help it. So I don't feel right. I don't feel right playing it yet. It's gone from something that I actively want to play to something that I feel like I need to be forced to play. Right. Let's give this a shot. Oh yeah, we're holding a poison barb. I was just sitting there like, why are we holding an item? Why is that drowsy so wide? Dude is hecking wide. I'm just going to throw a ball at it. We are ghost poison. There we go, good. Dave turning himself into a Pokemon hater very slowly. No, I just... There are types of fan games that just aren't Pokemon games. You know? And I'm here to play Pokemon games. Drowsy Mareep is a bloody choice. Wow. I don't know how I feel about this startup, because I don't like Mareep as, like, just a opener. I feel like it could be better. It can't be fused with itself, so I'm sorry. Alright, let's go Drowsy Body, because I think that's where a bit more of the bulk is. Yo, this thing's mental. Dude looks like an off-brand Kinder Egg. Insomnia, now we go static. Boost defense minus speed, boost attack minus speed. Go defense. Okay, that one's funnier. I like that, that's funnier. Dude feels naked. Alright, let's nickname some stuff. Because I haven't nicknamed anything yet. Majin Buu, no. Kinder Buu, exactly. Wide Boy, exactly. You know what, Demonica? You could be the Pumpkaboo. I like how his name is just Maze. Maisie. The older chatters already know more or less what Dave likes, and we expect always one rant a stream. It's more so just when chat recommends something that, like, just is not for me. I have to, like, not really defend myself, but, you know, it just feels weird. Tony, you could be this. Tony, but hangover mode. Put some clothes on, man. Alright, let's heal quickly. Lovely. Which Pokemon game is this? This is Infinite Fusion. And we are struggling. Right, I'm not massively gonna rush X-Accuracy. Poison Barb. I would never get dressed. You're right there, random. Right, let's just deal with this kid. This kid's really tedious. Exegus. You are perish. Swinch. I'm gonna turn you into a ghost type. And then hit Confuse Ray so you don't do anything. And then Astonish, because I'm actually immune to you. That's wild. Your name Bite? I mean, I get it. You are a, Oh, you're gonna be physical, aren't you? Okay, we don't need Trick or Treat anymore. Which Dave is this? 24, because by the time you turned up, I'd already reset. But yeah, just before, like, we continue, though, I do want to quickly mention, right, that people are more than welcome to like whatever fan games that they like. Just understand, and you can be completely, like, okay with everything that it does. You know, you might be like, wow, this game's incredible, blah, blah, blah. You know, it's completely fine. I don't have a problem with that. Like the things that you like. I'm not here to, like, yuck someone's yum, you know? But what I will say is if you want my opinion, I personally don't like it. I don't think it's well made. Well, no, that's wrong. I think it's well made. I just think some of these games are terribly written. I can see so many flaws that a lot of people won't see because they just don't. They're not looking out for these things, whereas I just do. Like, do you know, so many people when I was playing Reborn were just like, yo, you're gonna really like this character. They appeared on screen and I immediately went, I hate them. I can't stand this character and I don't understand why you do. And that was me the entire stream, by the way. I was fascinated at the start, and then about a week in, I just wasn't on board anymore. Interesting. Let's see what his phone call is. Put my headphones in the wrong way around. Boom. There we go. I'm not familiar with Yuck Someone's Yum. I actually got it from a Magic the Gathering YouTube channel. Okay, rollout's a bit annoying. I'm going to hit you with Confuse Ray to stop that. Dang it, I was going to get him. Nah, it's all good. You know me. It happened at the same time as the phone call, so my hands weren't on the controller anyway. Right, you Pokemon. We took a little bit of damage, but we're safe for the most part. Boom. I eat bugs for breakfast? Oh, I'm sure you do. Whismer. Whismer. Good. Itty bit of damage. I mean, Tony, you already know my opinion on Magic the Gathering. I haven't been a fan since they did the Worlds Beyond crap. But again, if people like it, they're allowed to like it. Just understand that I myself do not. And that's fine. That's fine. But it's okay. That's how the world works. People are allowed to not like things, and people are allowed to like things. Normal poison. I'm gonna go bug normal. What a rubbish type matchup. What a rubbish type. Soundproof or swarm? I'm gonna go soundproof. Boost its. Yeah, do that. Sadly, did not get speed boost, but we'll be fine. Oh my goodness, you sent actual legitimate sunshine. Did it appear on screen? Right, we need to get some levels on our other guys. The Lord of the Rings MTG set made sense. It's fantasy and fantasy, but the rest of the universe beyond is annoying me now. And that's basically how I look at the whole thing. Is like the moment they started adding real-life places to Magic the Gathering, I just fell off. I was like, I'm not interested. I'm not interested in Marvel whatsoever. The Spider-Man set, not interested. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, that's the opposite of what I'm into. Freaking Avatar. I mean, Avatar, to be fair, is one that I can forgive. That one does make sense. Because it's Magic adjacent. Transformers is... Well, no. Okay, alright, here's a new argument. When someone says Magic adjacent, all it takes is for Magic the Gathering to make a set like Ether Drift, and then suddenly Transformers is Magic adjacent. You know? You can't win. They decide what is Magic adjacent. You don't. So whether or not you care for it to be fantasy, like Lord of the Rings or Final Fantasy, it doesn't matter. One day Dragon Ball will be in the MTG universe. Yeah, it probably will be. But if you ask me right now, it is not Magic adjacent whatsoever until Jace Beleren suddenly gains access to Super Saiyan, which then it will be Magic adjacent, and then they'll add it. So I'm just like, whatever. Whatever. I liked the addition of Godzilla. I thought that was funny. I thought the Godzilla, like, cards were kind of very comical to me. I was like, wouldn't it be funny if Godzilla replaced a bunch of dinosaurs? And I'm like, yep, that's really cool, I like that. Disable. Then they added the Doctor Who sets, and I was just like, nah, man. No, thank you. No, thank you at all. But the thing is, this is... Magic the Gathering is now just Fortnite. Super Saiyan Jace was not on my bingo card for today. Well, to be fair, I said Jace. It probably should be Chandra. Let's be real. Wasn't it like Garruk was the other one as well? Dude with a freaking Wolverine cosplay. The thing is once... there is something called IP integrity, and the thing is once you lose that IP integrity and your entire foundations are now built upon the IPs of others, you stop being the game that you originally made and you start being somebody else's game. And that's kind of how I look at Fortnite these days, is I got 4 Master Balls, whoa! I mean, that's mental. 4 of them. Hell yeah. That's gonna make things easier. Okay. We do have an encounter in here. Ironically, I technically can't fail these encounters now. I don't like Poliwag straight on. Stop it. But yeah, ultimately, these are my opinions, and the opinions are my own. Right. Side Poliwag on, specifically full-on Poliwag. Alright, who's next? Double Poliwag. Just pounded to death. I find this freaking Bloomereep so funny. Poliwag Chespin is a freaking combo. And it knows Vine Whip and did a lot of damage with it. I survived that still though, right? It didn't do 11 damage, it did 9. Okay, that was a really good dice roll. This was something more the moment the wheel opens, since you'll drop the Master Balls. It is incredibly possible that I just dropped the Master Balls. Beautiful. I love catching freaking starters on the first roll. Okay, so we've got a Poliwag Chespin. Why did I go to nickname? That's not what... Is it because I don't have any... I do. Apparently I just missed it. Watergrass. We'll always go with the one that's got the Sprite. Watergrass isn't a terrible combo, it's Lotad. Why is he wearing... Wait, that looks really weird. I don't know how to feel about that. It's adamant. Overgrown damp. Prevents self-destruct. Dude is not going to die to self-destruct. Awesome. Growl, Vine Whip, Water Sport, and Water Gun. It's got moves. Albeit, it's modest, so Water Gun's a bit useless. I'm sure if we go Poliwrath route, we'll be fine. We don't want to fight that. None of our Pokemon are ready to fight this right now. What is this freaking music? Can you, like... There's a point where when it starts hurting your ears, you've listened to it for too long. What is it? Chichester from Sword and Shield. Okay. Next song, please. Here you go. More music that sounds weirdly Zelda-esque. Why am I going down? The answer is swap to Demonica. Chain advice, don't be annoying, don't harass people, and watch out around minors. I've seen enough trouble to know, and don't copy other people. Oh, that's for advice for newish YouTubers. Don't hang out with minors. What advice? Don't do what Dr. Disrespect did. Massive advice for a YouTuber. If you're going to open a Discord, close your DMs. Close your DMs, because as much as people want to message you directly, it's too much hassle. Don't do it. You're more likely to get in trouble than not. Personally, as a competitive MTG player for the past 20 years, for usefulness of the cards is priority. If your avatar set sucks, but Ninja Turtles, Final Fantasy, and Spider-Man actually had good cards. Well, that's the thing, is like, this is the difference really, isn't it, between good cards and whether or not the set makes sense. But you can also tell that it means different things to different folks. Like, I personally, yes, would want the cards to be fun and good, but I would expect that from the developers of the game anyway. Slapping on, like, a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, like, coat of paint, and a Star Trek coat of paint just doesn't interest me in the slightest, because to me, that is just, that's freaking IP suicide, basically. There's no integrity in your IP. But essentially, what Wizards of the Coast have done is they have admitted to their entire community that the Magic the Gathering universe was not interesting enough to stand on its own, so it now has to rely on the tailcoats of others. And I just don't like that kind of statement. Like, that just feels so surrenderish, you know? And the worst bit is it worked. You know, because the thing is, this is like Fortnite. I bring up Fortnite as the prime example because it is the prime example, you know. It's the game that realised that it wasn't going to beat PUBG if it didn't try something other than being itself. And lo and behold, Fortnite became insane. That's a prime example of what? It's the prime example of a game that was never going to stand on its own 2 feet, and it needed the IPs of others to get anywhere. It was going to lose to PUBG. It was gonna lose to PUBG no matter how you look at it. Apex, it was gonna lose to both of them, but once they added the extra bits, it was too attractive to not try. It brought in a new audience, it brought in a massive audience, and it worked. Boom. A Tekken or Street Fighter set would be cool. They did do a bunch of Street Fighter cards. I mean, yeah. Street Fighter is more Magic adjacent than freaking... Well, no, Star Trek's Magic adjacent, isn't it? You're right, Cactus. Welcome, welcome. Sorry, sometimes the Twitch feed doesn't update for me. Oh, by the way, Fry and others, I've mentioned this before, but I'm just going to say it again since you guys are here. We are now going to apply wheel spins. I can't hit this for anything. We're now going to apply wheel spins when we get the second Pokemon, not when we're no longer going to have to wait to Brock, basically. I've taken the feedback. I like to disagree, Fortnite's better than PUBG, but needs the other IPs to keep itself alive. Not to beat PUBG. Well, that's my point. That's what I'm saying. Is Fortnite never would have gotten the player base that it has. It never would have gotten massive if it didn't rely on the IPs of others. You know? Because everyone was playing PUBG already. They needed a way to get people over. I'll go pound, why not? Good to hear that. Wonderful. All I'm saying is the fact that there's something called IP integrity and we're very, very good at throwing it away for money. Alright, Venomer's actually at a decent level right now. Tony's at a good level. I think we need to get Pulpin up a little bit. This is run 24, believe it or not. And this is still the start of it. Hello, Sam. Welcome, welcome. Oh, that's an easy kill. Ooh. Okay, cool. I was like, that's an easy kill, but it did half my health in one hit. I'm just sitting here like, but I did half its health in one hit. Who's the team's MVP? I mean, our team isn't that good at the moment in my eyes. I feel like there's a lot of work that needs to go on here, but Demonica could be interesting. They have everyone in that game, from Goku to Miku and Gacha game characters. Yeah, it's got like freaking Futurama and Simpsons and Family Guy in it. Fortnite is the ultimate I sold my soul to the devil game. You know? Like, they clearly got there by doing exactly that. Every single IP wants to dip their toes into Fortnite at some point. Like, even Capcom's got characters in it now. It's just how it goes. Also, this freaking Poliwag Chespin is annihilating all of these Pokemon. No, you don't want to learn Rollout. You could learn Hypnosis, though. I don't understand why Twitch seems to drop the latest message off screen. It's really weird. Trying out a new gin tonight. God damn, it's good. Very nice. Wait, why does this song sound like freaking Kiss from a Rose? The Relic song from Black and White 2. Okay, it doesn't anymore, but that one bit at the beginning there was just Kiss from a Rose. That was weird. Okay, so let's continue, I guess. Maybe we'll swap in Tony. Tony's got Thunder Wave, you'll get some experience. Why you shouldn't support Fortnite? We have a stupid bat in the game. That's like the biggest sign of greed. The stupid bat? What does that mean? Pomegberry. You talking like Batman? Oh, Rockruff. Oh, well, we said Hypnosis was better, right? Never mind, the immediate static stopped that from happening. What kids call Triple T? Oh! Wait, that's in Fortnite now? That's wild. You're referring to, freaking Italian brain rot, right? Kids are weird. Kids are seriously weird. Has the K-pop Demon Hunters phase dropped yet? Are we over that yet? I have a feeling we're not. I have a feeling everyone still freaking loves it. I've not watched it. I've literally not watched it because the internet ruined it for me. Every time I see it, I just think it's cringe now. Go to sleep, Happiny. We are getting bad picks. I'm just going to say that now, guys. I'm not convinced that we're going to get very far. Because we're now fusing a Rockruff with a bloody Happiny. It's actual fire review, ignore the cringe. Oh, I'm sure it probably is. I should have watched it before it got big. Oops, I don't know what ability I clicked on. I was too busy freaking reading chat. This happens too often. When the Demon Hunter cosplay stream, I've seen those girls pregnant too often to have any interest whatsoever. The internet is a really strange place. I gave it Serene Grace. That's actually pretty good. That's fine. Chansey's an amazing mon. Yeah, but we've randomized items, so we might not ever get it. I don't know where the oval stone is. It could be anywhere. Check your bag. Or do I have one already? Oh, I have one already. Oh, does it have to be unfused first? Hang on, maybe I needed to unfuse it first. I need to sell some stuff to get the splices. I have 8 poison barbs, wow. Everyone do poison damage. Let's buy a bunch. Pokeballs, I'll buy another 10. Yeah, this will be fine. What does the other guy sell? I've not even checked. An earth plate, a sea incense, and a sugar berry. Okay. Level up once. Does it need to be held? Or does it have to be in the inventory? I've legitimately never actually tried to evolve these guys before. Well, the other one was Vital Spirit. That's fine. You can keep Serene Grace. Both of them reduce freaking speed. Cool. Slow Dog. Slow Dog. Yeah, we need to do some nicknames. Also, the wheel spins are now completely applicable. Tony, Demonica, Pulpin, Venomore, and Rockpenny. So let's do some names. It's your level as well. Okay, yeah, I just need to tweak it. That's fine. Random. You could be this guy. Venomer can be... I haven't given Sam a Pokemon in a while. And a Rock Punny. Who was it that said Rock Punny was great? Who was it? Who dared? Oh no, it was random. Okay, no, random. You could be this. Your faith will get us through. Yeah, do you know what? You asked for one yesterday, and I didn't give it to you. And this is technically a grass Pokemon, so you can have it. And then as we collect more Pokemon, if you want a name, I should give them to you. In the wise words of that one dude from Devil May Cry 4. Alright, more poison barbs, please. Nope, that's X accuracy. That's not what I asked for. It's a balloon, and he's about to pop. I can't hit it. Cringe. Don't die, don't die, don't die. You're one level above it. It's tiny now. You can't hit it either. Can I have a Pokemon that can deal with freaking ghosts? That is the smallest balloon I've ever seen. You can just breathe in. There we go. You can just breathe in and kill it. Come on, mate. Aftermath, guaranteed damage. We hate it. We hate that. We don't want guaranteed damage. We want to live. I want to live, please. Who's up front? Okay, so remembering we need to basically have 2 Pokemon above like level 10 when we go against Brock, because he's got a level 9 and a level 12. You're level 5 and I'm weak to you, right? So let's not fight that. You, on the other hand... Oh no, Tail Whip, I'm weak to that. Yeah, get out of here. Do I really want to do... Yes. An extremely unsafe switch. It's freaking Anya. It's Anya. See, there she is. Why is Anya here? We love Spy X family in this household. Jigglypuff. I kind of want to charm it, but I have a feeling I'm going to die if I do. What typing are we? Rock normal. We're going to go second. I can't afford to let you die. It's just Anya. But like weirdly inflated. Nice encore, idiot. Vine Whip. Vine Whip. This is a Nuzlocke? Yes. There we go. You're level 6 Ada. You've got a Venusaur as well. Oh, you're a problem. Why do you have those epic glasses? Bug Fairy. Oh no, ours is a Venomur. This is a Venusaur. that's different, clearly. So different. Nice defense curl. I'm going to smack you with Poison Sting. Oh baby. Hell yeah. Bats! It's bats! It's bag on rules. You can see its eyes for once, and it's dead. Bugcatcher Jim has been defeated. So yeah, you got level 6 out of that. How do you evolve this thing? How do you evolve this thing? Yo, thanks for the Sparkies. Why do you have epic glasses, Dave? Take a look in the mirror. What? No, I like my glasses. NPC using defense code rollout? Absolutely. Give the oval stone as a held item. Okay, I had a feeling that's what it was. It works so incorrectly. Like, that's just not how it feels. Poor Megberry. Hell yeah. Talk to me. Sun Pie. We are extraordinarily weak to that. However, Sam, on the other hand... Crush it. Never mind, you missed. Poison it? Yeah, that's not bad. Reverse Fusion's just an upgrade for it? How so? If we make it the other way around, would it be stronger? It will lose... What is that? It's doing like the Iron Man impact, but I don't know why. Is that a Naruto thing that I don't remember? Blast it. Blast it. And then we're going to swap to a ghost. Nice tackle, idiot. Astonish. Down he goes. How could this happen? Because you suck. But I must heal. You have crippled my Pokemon immensely. Can actually use a normal computer printer to make pictures. Patches, if you condition the... Okay, you're talking about something... You guys are talking about something that I'm not a part of. Tynat is weird. Yeah, I'm not sure what it's supposed to be. It looked like a Naruto reference, maybe. Probably some kind of anime reference I don't get. Do we fight the guy up here? Yeah, we win. Cool. Hell yeah. You want to learn bite? Go for it. Okay, right, so this is how it's done. Oval stone in hand and then level up. Which, I don't know, I just think that's weird. My perfect order ETB arrives today? How the hell did you get one? That's wild. When it evolves, it'll have a custom sprite plus 127 more base stats and somewhat of an attack stat, mainly 68 more HP base. All stats just go up compared to the current one. It's because I fused it in a certain way, but its stats are awful, haven't I? Yeah. If I fuse it the other way around, its stats will be better, right? I don't have a reverser on me. Yeah, it's remembering how to make use of Chansey. I never remember this thing's freaking stat spread. It's so strange. One fighting move and this Pokemon will be sent to another dimension. Yeah, no, this dog is afraid of being punched. Oh wait, we don't have... I'm gonna have to use multiple DNA splicers. I'm gonna have to unfuse and refuse it. That way round. I think most dogs are afraid of punches. Other than that one in that meme where he's like, I'm gonna punch you, and he just slowly brings his fist up to the dog's face, and it just goes, Freaking weird dog. Or you could just take Serene Grace again. Hell yeah. Also, and the only like thing that I can say about a Perfect Order ETB is I don't think Perfect Order really had much in it, did it? Okay, that's a much better stat spread. Actually, that's way better. But yeah, Perfect Order was just a crap load of reprints, right? Because I got a bunch of it, and I ended up like getting so many duplicate cards. There were so many. There's a Vital Spirit used for Dusk Lycan Rock. I mean, we can get it back if we unfuse, refuse. But, we're doing okay at the moment. I am a little concerned that Brock is just going to be able to punch there. I think these two need to be focused on to get through Brock. That's a weird-ass dog. What a dog doing? On a Zygarde, and that's completely valid. I have Mega Zygarde EX as just like a basic card. I don't have any full arts or SIRs, or whatever you want to call them. We are very weak to that. I sound like Venom. We are weak to that. Let's roll out, idiot. We are not weak to that. What's Brock's team in this game? Rock something. I can't tell you exactly, it's just rock something. Another baby. Vine Whip it. Flay the child. Kliwick. That's a light bulb. That's just a light bulb. I can't hit that. I don't think anything on my team can really do this. Like, I can Thunder Wave it. Slowly whittle down its health. Slowly but surely, and hope and pray that it doesn't do anything crazy. Right, swap out. Chanruff, it doesn't seem to be doing anything that you should be afraid of. The poison's the worst bit, actually. I'm gonna charm it. It's an electric candle, yeah, also known as a light bulb. It is so bulky. It's so bulky. There we go, it's finally dead. How could this happen? That's one of the bulkiest Pokemon she's ever had. Shamroth survived the poisoning, I say as I stand in front of the hospital. Right, take this guy's quest for another gift Pokemon if we do all four. Alright, Pokemon, what do you have? Same stuff? Cool. What about this guy? You sell star pieces, which means they might be found on the ground somewhere? Just gonna check the rocks. Nope, okay, good. Right, so we can just run straight into Brock and probably lose. Or we can train a little bit more. I think we train a little bit more by going back through with these two. Sadly enough, there's only one Blissey Plus evolution path for Rockruff custom fusion sprite, but it might just be worse than the current one. Oh no. It's okay. If we don't get a custom sprite because of luck, then that's just unfortunate. Once again, Flavor Child. Alright, we can't flay that. We'll have to water gun it. Also, guys, what about those freaking rumors about Arcanine getting a legitimate evolution in Winds and Waves? Can this thing stop landing Protect 4 times in a row? That'd be kind of, like, cool. Thank you. Bubble. That is just better water gun. But yeah, what are we thinking about Arcanine getting a brand new evolution? How wild is that? Because I thought about it earlier. I was like, isn't Arcanine like a prime candidate for a Mega Evolution, not a permanent evolution? You know, it just doesn't sound right. Arcanine evolution's my dream. So the rumors for Winds and Waves right now are hilarious. The rumors for Winds and Waves right now are like comical. Apparently there's 300 new Pokemon, but that includes like forms and stuff. Ow. Ow. But yeah, so we're talking like new forms and stuff included in that 300. So take it with a pinch of salt. It's probably 150 Pokemon, but each one of them's got like an alternate form or something. That's probably what it's more likely going to be. Or like 80 new Pokemon and then a shitload of returning Pokemon have alternate forms. Because let's put it this way, someone said 300 new Pokemon including forms. To me, that just sounds like the game's gimmick. You know, it just sounds like the game's gimmick. But the other potential leak is Pikachu is getting a new evolution path that isn't Raichu. And I'm like, that's wild. If the case, that'd be awesome. And Arcanine's getting an evolution. And if that's true, that's pretty cool as well. But I'm not convinced either way around. Not just yet. Wow, that's a really intimidating looking doggo, and it's dead. Arcanine Evo would be cool. I think... yeah, it probably would be. Don't you dare use Dragon Rage, I just realised you might have it. I should have run the second I saw it. Level 25 for Rockruff to evolve, 42 for Blissey, that's gross. That's going to take a while. And no Quilladin just yet, which is okay. I can survive without Quilladin, I guess. Right, swap you two round. Heal up. Let's go fight Brock. What do you give? Bro gives out max revives. That's just cash. Evilite, I think, only does about 25% of this game, but it's still a lot of bulk. That's true. Oh, my penny. I still don't have a grass move on Demonica. Here's me thinking that this would be perfect if I just could click absorb. Please, let me click absorb. Bite. Flinch. Flinch? Okay, I guess you... we did it! I still have so much to learn. Mate, you just clicked withdraw twice. Oh, Mats. It's all Omastar. Uh-oh, there's two of them now. Big Perish. Oh, Fry, you also weren't here when I mentioned it earlier, but, oh, we're not poisoned. We shedded off the poison. That's insane. We're grass poison, right? Ghost poison. Okay, so we're not actually afraid of flying. That's good. But yeah, I mentioned earlier, Chloe actually calculated for me that I don't need to change the time of my streams, which is kind of cool. It would only be Friday that's affected. It will only be Friday that's affected. Because I read it as I work Thursday, Friday, Saturday, which means I might as well move all of the streams. But the fact that it's Thursday night into Friday and then Friday night into Saturday means, well, the Friday night into Saturday won't mean anything. And the Thursday into Friday would mean that that's the only time, that's the only stream in the week where I would have to start later. Right, I actually have a feeling Aura is going to be better for this fight. Let's go. Bring it on, Brock. Also, the job isn't like 100% confirmed just yet, but it's like 99%. I'm waiting for a second email. Yep, and I'm still waiting on it. That is Pseudokern, of whom perishes mostly to a... I want to say to a bubble. Low kick. How about Vine Whip? Okay, Vine Whip does more. Alright, so first one's down. Lava Drill is a lot scarier. Bubble? Okay, we could take one more bite, I think. Okay, we swap. This is bad, though, because these bites might annihilate Demonica. Okay, yeah, I had a feeling. Alright, Astonish, go for it. Bango. Awesome, we actually beat Brock this time. Excellent. Give me the drying pan. Aurora Veil. Sure. Do not get me killed. I did not get you killed. You are alive. We could continue the game. And we could also get a hidden ability from a Pokemon in here. Do you know what's really interesting, though, now that I think about it, is if we run into any legendaries, we can Master Ball them. Alright, 15 Pokeballs, 2 Premierballs, and we've got like 100 ways to catch these Pokemon, so let's make it happen. Dave the 14th, there's hidden ability Pokemon in here. What do we get? Duosion with Regenerator. That is so much better than the crap we had last time. You know, Telepathy Medicham, actively giving us the worst ability. Not bad. Well, Regenerator in a Nuzlocke is really powerful. Who's the other ability? Who's the other one? That's a fusion, we can't have that, but Zoppel is quite terrifying, actually, now that I look at it. Bubble it. Down you go. Why is everything in here like level 3? Kakuna! What's your hidden ability, Kakuna? What is the hidden ability of, like, a Beedrill? I just realised, Beedrill's the worst Pokemon to put Regenerator on because it dies in one hit no matter what anyway. No matter what... Oh, it shed its skin. Oh, we got it anyway. Beedrill gets Sniper. Oh, I wonder if that's better. Bug Psychic, Psychic Poison. Does Bug resist Dark? Bug resists, like, grass fighting and ground. Why doesn't it resist Dark? That's so dumb. Okay, well that's not good then. Psychic, but does Poison? No, but at least Poison's got 5 resistances instead of, 3. I might just take Psychic for Poison regardless. I think it would just be better in the end. Right one's got much higher special attack. Whee! This has to be Ant. Ant is here, isn't he? He was, wasn't he? Shed Skin or Regenerator. I wonder which one I'm going to go for. Oh, and we've got Modest. Psywave. Reflect. Let's do that. I don't think I want Rollout or Snatch. How does this thing roll out? That makes no sense. It's like a triangle. Ant. That's his name. Oh yeah, this thing's a big special attacker, and it is weirdly bulky, all things considered. Okay. Interesting Duosion. Let's heal. How much does a Master Ball sell for? Remember the Bug-type quest? Yeah, where is it? What do I get for it? Isn't it one of the guys in here? Or so this person just wants 3 tiny mushrooms. I could probably do that, to be fair. Fully evolved bug. Is that a gift Pokemon that we get for this? Ultimate Revive or something on a bench. I'm curious to know. A youngster needs to help find lost revive. He lost his sitting on a bench somewhere in Pewter. Is it worth us actually doing these missions? Yes, it's a gift? Okay, that's handy. Because it'll be randomized. Is it on the bench? There was a Master Ball on the bench. I wonder who this could belong to. It could belong to me, perhaps. Wait, that means every revive in the game is a Master Ball. Guys, how many revives are on the floor in this game? Wait, because it's not a revive, we can't finish it? So the dude's like, how did you get rid of the Master Ball? No, how did you get rid of the revive? I don't want to talk to you, leave me alone. So we technically completed the mission, but we gained an extra Master Ball for it. That's so funny. It won't be a bug type? That's true. We might find another one. What was that? Is this what we call an ad? That's almost Final Fantasy music, but okay. We got all of this Pokemon piano music. We'll get Regigigas from this. Well, the further into the game we get, the more likely something like that will happen. Isn't this the guy that if a triple X special attack? Hell yeah. If you beat a gym leader, you can talk to him and he'll give you an item. So that's nice. We've got some hilarious items. Maybe I should be doing quests. I'm just ignoring them most of the time. Did I not pick up the pink flower? I swear I did. Yes, I did. Cool. Right, so at any time, we would normally get given a revive. We're actually given a Master Ball. Which is ridiculous. The reason why we're getting Master Balls is I've randomized the items as well. It's not just your basic... This isn't your basic randomized Pokemon run. I've randomized the items too. Yeah, that's not going to do anything. Let's go to Demonica. Oh, Sleepy Ghost. I woke up. You can shed sleepiness. This is a Nuzlocke. Why revive the Pokemon when you can get a new one? Well, it's not why, and more so just you must. You have no choice. The trainers here are quite a scary level. I kind of want to focus on... these two because they're going to be our answer to Misty. Wisely. That thing knows counter. I'm going to glare it. Okay, open with Charm, which is a bit annoying. That's fine. Because if it does... When we're a ghost, it can't counter us. Doesn't Chamruff need a name? Did I forget to give it a name? It does need a name. Oh, it's because I never gave it. I never gave it... I could have sworn I gave it your name. Oh, I unfused it and refused it. That's why I lost its name. Weepony. Bug normal, so poison. Wow. Now I know that bug doesn't resist freaking dark. I guess I could use whatever I want. Ow. Just learn a grass move, please, Pumpkaboo. It's not that deep. Astonished for the flinch. No flinches today. Not allowed. Onwards. Have any of you like Chancey Registeel Fusion since early on in my randomized Nuzlocke? That thing got me through Kanto on its own. Well, yeah, because that thing's defense stat is insane. We're at the Gauntlet. Yeah, one of many. Oh, you... That's gross. Freaking Ghost Normal Meowth is gross. Another Ghost Normal type. Stop. There we go. And this kid we need to fight. Thing is, it's not really a gauntlet when you can skip most of it, but it is a gauntlet. Because, like, if you actually want to get the levels, you've got to fight them all. What's this? A Master Ball? A raspberry. Okay. It's a raspberry. Shroomfa. Oh, you're so dead. Sharp Trip. Bite it. See, Demonica just freaking pulling his weight. Like, mental power. Mental power from this guy. Oh yeah, we need to go get mushrooms. I completely forgot to go get the mushrooms, because the other thing is if this guy gives us an item that's useful, of course it's randomized, but we can make good use of it. Should probably swap in a weaker Pokemon so we can get some levels up. How about Ant? Poison Mushroom. A mushroom for my head. Hell yeah. Sandapod. Hecking ow! We are very weak to that. Go, Tony! Punch it. Good job. Well done, you punched it successfully. Poison Mushroom. Poison Mushroom. The useless mushroom, actually. This girl wasn't here earlier. Oh, she's here to be like, yo, I'm also looking for mushrooms. I should have just swapped out, why didn't I? Right, do you have a rock move? Nope. I think the first rock move it wanted to learn was Roll Out. What's the weakest rock move you can learn? Isn't it Rock Throw? Because Rock Tomb is just better Rock Throw. This Regenerator strat is so funny because Ant just doesn't take damage. Well, I say that, he does. He just doesn't keep it. Dude just takes to hit. Rock Throw's still 50 BP. It's pretty good. Like, just as a general move, it's not that bad. Stop it. I said stop it. You're not getting away with this. Go, a bug type. Well done. Roll out back. Boom. Come on. Poison. Poison. There's nothing but poison in this wood. Poison. 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 A Pokemon. In fact, not just a Pokemon, a dog. A dog detected. Aura, just annihilate this dog. Destroy. And it's gone. Never to be seen again. An Ant is on full health. Poison. Poison. We're not getting it. We're getting so unlucky. Alright, dude, I need you to do some damage. I need you to do some damage. Another Pokemon. Another dog. Reflect. Now it can't hurt you. Blast it. Blast it and finally do something. We don't have any sabotages, right? No, we haven't had a single one this entire run so far. Which is the main reason why we haven't lost anybody yet. I never fought this kid. Okay. Okay, you're level 8. That's a bit scarier. I might just go to Aura here. What's this X and Y music? Do you know what's really funny about that comment? Is this is a YouTube video called Chill Pokemon Sun and Moon Music. There shouldn't be any X and Y in this. Vinyl Whip. Vinyl Whip. Another Poison Barb, that's fine. And more Pokemon to battle. Reflect. And we only have 2 more Psywaves, which is not enough. And it's gone. You're over there, Air. Good to see you, dude. Vinyl Whip. Wow, it's dark in the game right now. And not just because I'm wearing glasses. Oh, now we know Rollout. Hurrah! 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 We did it. Excellent. Oh, the mushrooms all respawned. Oh, but so did the dogs. The dog mushrooms. Yo, the gifted membership going to Geo as well. Geo, like, is occasionally here. And so it begins. We've got plenty of Pokemon. And I did say that we are allowing the memberships when we get our second Pokemon now, so it's not just exclusively Brock. I'm gonna really quickly talk to this kid. 2 X accuracies and Oranberry on my head. Let's spin that wheel. I never get memberships part 100. Do you always wear glasses? I do normally wear glasses whenever I leave the house, but this is kind of like my trademark. You know, it's my brand. Like, if you're sad that your favorite streamer, Dr. Disrespect, turned out to be a predator, don't worry. I'm here to replace him. You just gotta be okay with Pokemon instead of Call of Duty. I'd say no shade, but hey. I feel like it's okay. Right. Wheel time! Thank you so much for the gifted donation. Let's spin the wheel and see what problem we have. Pokemon are no longer allowed to evolve until we beat Misty. No evolving. Gotta love it. First issue of stream is no evolution. It could have been genuinely way worse. We've had much, much worse in the past. Thank you so much for gifting that membership, Scott. You absolute legend. But nice try. You thought you could take me out? This just means the ant cannot become a Beedrill. You're gonna have to press no every time. Yep, and I will forget. Ah, Pikachu attack! I'm now wearing a Pikachu hat. Hell yeah. Did you see what happened to Corpse's husband after someone leaked his appearance? Didn't that happen a really long time ago? I swear I heard about that ages ago. Because, like, he completely fell off. Which is kind of hilarious, considering... Like, imagine falling off because the entire time you were like, parading around that you were this, like, attractive dude with a wicked voice. Turns out you just weren't. Right, this is dangerous. This is very dangerous. This is really dangerous. And we win! That was a Beyblade battle between Ant and a baby. I just want you to realize that Ant's greatest achievement is he won a match of Beyblade against a baby. Yes, so I need to beat Misty before we remove the evolution clause. The man was at 8 million subs at his peak, and as soon as they saw he was ugly, he lost 100,000 subs a month, and it's still dropping. Yeah, that's what happens when you sell yourself on being attractive. It's why VTubing is kind of scary in a lot of ways. Because, like, if anyone finds out what you look like, you could lose subscribers. Purely from the fact that you have an appearance. Regardless of how pretty you are, people will just be like, eh, I preferred them when I didn't think they were a real human. And it's just like, that's really creepy. VTubers are genuinely an interesting phenomenon. They're also extremely controversial. I don't think there's a single VTuber that doesn't have an air of controversy around them. Poison mushroom. There are no tiny mushrooms in here, by the way. Like, how many have we found? 1, and we need 3. Day when VTuber arc. I would want to establish myself as, like, a human first, and then do something later as, like, for fun. You know, to have on the side as, like, something that I can swap to based on things like donations, you know. Dave becoming the very exceptionally clean peanut. I've looked into it a little bit, but like, if you're actually getting like a proper anime character is ridiculously expensive. And it's ridiculously uncontroversial in its own right. There are people that get freaking designs made for their VTuber character, and they immediately just bring up toxicity. Because people just look at you and go, you're not original! And it's like, well, none of us own the freaking idea of wearing a freaking bow tie, you know. I was like, you're not original. I was like, shut up. And so it's a great thing is, yeah, some folks have intense anxiety. This allows them to participate as streamers and share what they love. Absolutely. There are a lot of people out there that can do it because they don't need to show themselves on stream. And that is one of the greatest strengths of VTubing in general. There does come an extra problem based on that, though. Just a normal revive. Okay. But yeah, there is a new problem that stems from that, though, which is anonymity online. Animosity, is it? I think it's animosity.
Yes, I have the power.
Yo, thanks for resubscribing, mate. Subbed for 7 months, and that does mean I've got a wheel spin. More wheels! I almost said that as like a sigh. But yeah, online anonymity, anonymity, or whatever you want to call it, basically means that people will be, because you don't know my, like, real face, I can say whatever I want with no repercussion. And a lot of VTubers believe that, which is why a lot of VTubers get in a lot of shit. Oh, that was so close to annihilation. Did you look at how close that is to the black line? Look at how close that was to the black line. Annihilation would have immediately ended the run. That's funny. No held items. Which you might think isn't much. Also, I put that in the wrong side. It's supposed to be like this. There we go. But yeah, that might not seem like much, but I've had plenty of poison barbs, and I've got a bunch of poison moves. So I suddenly don't have options to take out fairies. Which can matter, because fairies are very scary. We also haven't run into a single dragon yet. So let's quickly drop the... take no poison barb. You're not allowed to do poison damage anymore. Wheel the spin. Annihilation should end the stream. God, imagine that. Charchu's adorable and rapidly dies to roll out if I get it off. Bang. Oh, the static is comical. Bang. Bang. Yep, you were not surviving. Ral Rogue. Am I locked into rollout still? Beautiful. The paralysis saved me. Wait. What if I just Psywave you? Yeah, I had a feeling that would be fine. Wow, that second one did no damage. Psywave is so annoying. Complaining about not dealing with Dragon Rage. I'm really happy that we don't have to deal with Dragon Rage. Probably the best thing that's come out of this run so far is no Pokemon has had Dragon Rage yet. Grass Electric, level 9. How much damage will we take from this? Because we're Bug Poison, right? No, we're Bug Normal. That did nothing, okay. Grass. Charm it. It's doing barely anything anyway. Oh, that poison powder was just cruel. That's cruelty. Cruelty towards my pink popper. Stop buffing yourself. Charge doesn't stack, you idiot. Onwards. Back to pewter before I perish. Okay, I have a sneaking suspicion, but whatever the hell this is copyrightable. So, thank you for playing that. But we're going to move on to the next song, because I just have a weird feeling. What have they done to Sphinx? We love Shinx, sorry. We love Shinx. Funny little fella. Battle. Battle. Nidolith. Oh, there's the Arcanine evolution. How scared am I of this? It used Peck. Alright, Psywave, you've got to start doing some damage, mate. Okay, that Peck did. Alright. It was a roll. It was a roll. That was our first death for this run. That was a lot of damage from a double kick, I will give it that. First step of the run and it was Ant, so to be fair, we haven't really lost much. It used a Leer before it attacked again. Oh, I see, that's why I didn't. I never take that into account. I always just look. I always look at status moves and ignore them. Like stat dropping moves. I just never think about them. And it's dead. Everyone rejoice. Alright, what have we got in here? Colbur berry. Raspberry. Red nectar, please. Thank you. And heal. We have another wheel spin. Oh yeah, she's not in here. I can't heal until I get her out. Let's do the wheel spin first. Thank you so much for gifting that membership, you lovely human. Spin the wheel, drink the Pepsi. Well, that would have been bloody handy 2 seconds ago. Who's currently in the first slot? Who's getting this extra life? Aura. You know what? That means the fight against Misty will probably still be scary, but we'll definitely get you there. I think you're definitely going to get to the fight against Misty. We love it when we get positive roll results. There we go. Lovely. We can continue. Nice. I'm even more alive. You're a bit protected. Definitely. Now we get Rock Smash in a second. Save me from the Pokegods, save me hostage and keep me in the basement. It's not my fault there aren't no dragons around. Did I? No, it didn't. Let's go give the petals, like the rose petals, whatever it's called, back to the lady. No, the old man, sorry. Because I think he gives us more stuff. A love ball. Okay, cool. So, we got to get to the other end of Mount Moon. Then we can come back and get a gift Pokemon. Obviously, we don't have a final stage bug, which is hilarious. Otherwise, we could have gotten another. Don't need any of that. So, we have an encounter in here. How many Pokeballs do we have? 12. This will be fine. How dangerous is this Mount Moon going to be? Because last time we did Mount Moon, I forgot about the Magikarp. Well done. I forgot all about that. What is it? It's a freaking Cleffa. I don't give refunds. Yeah. Yeah, I know. Wait, who's that being fused to? A Meowth. Lol. And it's pickup, not technician. Oh. This is another just terrible Pokemon. It's just not good. It is adorable, but it's not good. I'm gonna take pickup just for the freaking sheer chance that we might run around. Because you're gonna die in one hit. But we might be able to run around and actually get a good item. Why is it like undressing? I prefer it like this. That's cute. Clef. Who wants to be adorable? Who in chat wants to be adorable? Punt. Don't punt it. Clefable's goated though? It can be, but I just don't see it ever getting there because it's currently in Cleffa form. If it was Clefairy, that would have been interesting. I'll go for it. Thunderfear the adorable cat. I punted Chase, I see. Mutated Kitty. It looks a little bit Miltank-ish in its colour scheme. Is that like our only Pokemon as well? Yeah, okay. Alright, one more encounter, and then we're actually going to finally have 6 Pokemon in a team. So what do we get in here? Do I want to go up front because you can status? What do we get? Oh, Lily. Ooh. That's cool. I like the rock grass freaking fossil. Okay, this thing refuses. I'm gonna have to do a bit of damage to it. What are you healing from? Did you leech seed me, you git? Ghost heal, that's its ability. Get in the ball. Get in the ball. Don't make me use a Master Ball on you, you stupid Lileep. There we go. There we go. What a weird color change. For DS-style 64x64 Pokemon Sprite resource. Thanks, I guess. Also, Alpha, I see that you're here. I've now changed my mind. I would now be accepting like the wheel spins the moment we get a second Pokemon instead of beating Brock. That's when we're now doing it. All right, next Pokemon. How many balls do I have? 4, 6, 7 balls and then Master Balls. I mean, I guess we can make this work. It's a Kakuna. Already have one of those. I mean, just dead. I've owned one. Another Poison Barb, yay. A Pomeg Berry, yay. Nothing at all. Nothing at all. Dave realizing he was ripping us off by accident. Actually, it's more so a case of me going out of my way to eliminate as much human error as possible. Can't rip someone off if there's a sign. That Surskit has been destroyed. It's a Lileep Surskit. Weird. Glare. Astonish. Why did the Astonish do so much damage? Okay, never mind. Never mind, we don't get a Lileep. Because I killed it myself. Thank you for the wheel spin. Surskit doing what it does best, die. It couldn't take a single Astonish. I know I was like just about double its level, but that was nothing. That was nothing. It was Astonish. Astonish doesn't kill. It says in the move. This move will never kill. Wheel spin! Ooh, intervention of Shaman. Choose one. Reshuffle items, reshuffle wild encounters, or reshuffle the trainers. Guys, what do you think? I personally think that we should reshuffle the wild encounters because the items have been really good so far with the Master Balls. What do you think? I think we shuffle the wild encounters. You should do the items so you never get a Master Ball again. Well, I've got 5, which means we'll definitely at least have 5 Pokemon. Well, no, you have to catch them individually. So we'll definitely at least have 2 encounters in the future. I like the update as long as it's not too game-breaking. Well, the thing is doing it before Brock is a little game-breaking, but it's not the end of the world. I'll make do. It's fine. Take into account that we could lose all the Pokeballs. We're gonna reshuffle wild encounters. That's what we're gonna do. So let's do that. Thank you, Shaman. Everyone say thank you to Shaman. Not to Alpha for donating. Thank you to Shaman for coming out and making things easier for us. Or harder. We don't know. Because for all we know, Shaman's now going to turn around and say, oh, by the way, everything's got Dragon Rage now. It's very possible that it does that. I appreciate that one person said thank you, Shaman, and nobody else did. Cowards. Also, that Lileep needs to go into the illegal box. It had suction cups, so it's not the greatest Lileep in the world anyway. Sir, not you. Sir. Re-randomize the wild Pokemon, please. Done. And then we'll heal and continue. Criminal Lileep before GTA 6. And half the price. $100 for a video game? More like get scammed. X-Accuracy, Colberberry. Yeah, that's fine. Oh yeah, Brock, give me Rock Smash. I love the idea that you can say, I didn't see anything, as if that's going to help anybody. Rock Smash to... probably someone simple. Let's give it to you. You're not really making use of your attacks. Calling it now, Dave's not making it to Misty since Alpha's arrived. It's possible. It's also the same with Fry, Vastillion. We've had a bunch of people that have actively made the runs difficult. I'm also still baffled at the sheer lack of grass moves on this Pumpkaboo. Brock Smash, exactly. Is there a Curlier in the rock again? That is scary. Actually, that's really scary. Who's my psychic type? A level 7? It's level 7. I don't have any psychic moves on you. Okay, well I kind of saw that coming the second I saw Lear, and I ignored it anyway. Okay, Aura, you should have been the one to go in, to be fair, let's be real. Yeah, Psychic wouldn't have done anything. I was thinking of the wrong typing. I would have botched it regardless. I swapped to the wrong Pokemon. It's okay, I'm just shedding Pokemon I'm not that interested in. There we go, that's fine. I said no run go past the 3rd gym. We have done one. One run has gotten past the 3rd gym, I think. TM Roost is nice. Sleepy Tyrogue, more like Astonish. Well done. Another Sleepy Tyrogue. Astonish it again. It can't hit me. Dave didn't read that, but I also said maybe one in the same message to Wild. What? Okay. I just believe in your ability to overcome the challenges. That's the tiniest Joltik ever, and I love him. Poison Sting. Poison Sting. Have you not decided to grind levels and routes before fights, or are you playing with level cap rules? No, I'm not playing with level cap rules. Finally a grass move. Wow. I kind of want to get rid of Astonish. It's more so the fusion mechanic takes levels away from you, which means a lot of the time we have to go re-level, and it just gets a little tiring after a while. I can't hit this dragon. Wait, can I hit this? I don't think I've got a single... Oh no, I've got one rollout Pokemon, right? Yes, Sam could probably hit this as long as it doesn't Dragon Rage. Yeah, there we go. Roll out. There we go. I was about to say, watch it not have Wonder Guard, because it can just not have it. Give me this. Terrain Extender. In my video games? Yo, Fry, thank you for the gifted membership. Let's spin another wheel, shall we? Let's make everything impossible. Oh, you can't see this. Well, I'll tell you now. He was the D6 of Doom. Which is not good. That's not good at all. Roll a D6, that party member dies. Let's see who it is. It is whoever's in roll 3. Who is in slot 3? It is Sam. Sam, you just took out a Dratini, but now you're dead. What a nightmare. I don't have Astonish now to kill these things quickly. F for Sam. I just got to get out of this building. See that? The first donor was from Ash, that was from me then. Oh, I see. Well, thank you both. Ooh, you know, bite. That's a shame. I'll keep my villain arc. You are always more than welcome to. Also, I did discover that apparently, the jewels thing until the end of the month is actually worth 50% more than it says it is. Apparently, bye-bye, Sam. Thank you for coming. But yeah, because YouTube are trying to push this new, like, gifting jewels mechanic that they've done on their streams, they're now making it so that streamers get 50% more money from the jewels, which doesn't help because now I just don't know how much they're worth. That's great to hear. Well, it just means that a lot of these gifts have been hilarious. I'm not a grass type. There we go. Also, Air, since you're here, what do you think of the latest season of Marvel Rivals? Rock Gem. See you in the afterlife. Yes, someone else is eventually going to make it there, don't worry. I'm just grinding out these levels. 2 jewels are 1 ruby, and 1 ruby is 0.1 USD. That means it's 0.15 now. Does that make any sense? Go on, try something. It's something alright. I'm not gonna lie, I think it's probably one of the worst updates they've done. Oh, a DNA reverser. I was really excited to see the Marvel Rivals update, and the more I play it, the less I like it. Wow, I shed the sleepiness immediately. Good to know shed skin has a use. Jerry! Slug Hoot. Okay. Brothers Rain rocks. Where did he find them? Ooh, Kerr Fairy. Hang on. Yeah, I'm not weak to anything. What the hell's Poison Ghost weak to? You're right, Fluffy. Good to see you. Paymer. Bite it. Oh, it does nothing. After seeing what it was, I decided to transition to Power World Official 1.0 release. I haven't played for 160 hours already. Power World is a good game. It's very strange. I played the crap out of it when it was in early access. I've not touched it since, but I might at some point. There we go. But yeah, the latest Marvel Rivals update is just one of those things where it's kind of solidified in my mind that they don't know how to balance a game. They just don't know how they want the game to be. There are some characters that got like new abilities and stuff that they didn't need. The characters were fine the way that they were. But then they also gave other characters just useless abilities, and I don't understand it. Put it this way. In Marvel Rivals, I main White Fox. The 2 abilities that they gave her, and you can only have 1 active at any time, is one she already had, which is you press a button when Black Cat's around and you give out like a aura of speed up. Which is like, okay, fair enough. It's now just stronger when she's around. And the other one is with Psylocke, who just got nerfed into the ground, and no one plays her anymore because of the massive nerf. But all it does is it makes it so that your E, which is when you change into melee mode, no longer costs energy. And I'm like, right, but that's not very good. Because most people that use that form die immediately. It's like one of the worst parts of their kit. Yo, thanks for the another membership, Alpha Bravo. Let's slap another wheel spin on. But yeah, I don't know. I just think Marvel Rivals just did not need to really... They didn't need to add that many team-ups. They just needed to add more, but not that many. I was almost already doing the no fleeing. I was already kind of doing this, but now that it's solidified, I can't run from fights that were legitimately scary. And that's going to be funny. I enjoy Dredge immediately. Isn't that the boat fishing game? We can no longer escape, but it will be okay. We'll get through Mount Moon. I'm sure of it. There's a level 5 on our team who's holding... what? Oh, it's pickup. It found a super potion. That's really useful, actually. That's really useful, actually. And another Tyrogue. Cool. Vine Whip. Take it down. Right, guys, I kind of need to just quickly run to the toilet, so I'll be back in just a second. Wonderful time for a toilet break yourself or to go grab a drink. Bear me for a second. Music, keep playing, don't pause. There we go. Right, I'll be back in a second. I used this as an epic opportunity to get a sausage roll. I called it exactly. What did you know that I was just going to go to the toilet and come back with sausage rolls? It's toilet rolls. That's clearly where it comes from. Well, ain't that awkward? I think someone from the Reborn community joined my Discord and pinged Duck to like have a conversation with them, but it was right underneath me saying the only redeemable thing about the game for it was the terrain system. Imagine, I've come from the Reborn Discord and me sitting here going, that game was shit. Do the sausage rolls are part of the toilet system that business that you do? Mate, I'm not smart enough to run a business. Did you see the 5 gifted? There was not a 5. Okay, you twat. You know what? No, I didn't see the 5 gifted. But now I have. New video game idea. Dave fights demons in the toilet and they drop sausage rolls. No. Do you know what that is? That's Castlevania. Where you break open walls and there's chicken inside. Alright guys, we've got 5 wheel spins to do. Do not despair. I will use this time to eat a sausage roll. Alpha, choose a type. You must choose a type, good sir. Normal. That's impactful enough. Some of these are honestly gross. Alright, I love On Second Thought. Who is this? I think it was Thunderfear. Yeah, because that doesn't count. I think Thunderfear was the last Pokemon we caught. Because there was a Meowth inside the cave? No. At the Pokemart. It was a gift Pokemon. It's a gift Pokemon. Where should we just say drop the gift Pokemon, catch something in Mount Moon? So basically this means Thunderfear is now dead. And we get another Pokemon from Mount Moon. Which we will do now before before we do any more wheel spins because we need this Pokemon in our team. So who do we get? Krabby? This does help a little bit because we haven't... That's level 12 Krabby as well. I might need to hit it just because it's too strong. I know there's no audio. Go on, one more. There we go. I know there's no audio. We will fix that in a moment. So it would be a Krabby fused to what? We need more Pokeballs before we do any more. I will have to pop a Master Ball. 1 second. These are back. Grass Mail. And an Armor Fossil. There was some grass, like, envelopes in that freaking tree. Oh yeah, Dreadplate, Revive, Dragon Scale, Repels. Nice to know that the Repels don't seem to be getting randomized. Alright, that should be better. Shame that we don't have any balls beyond this. You were going to be my little pickup fella, Thunder. That's a duplicate. I'm going to murder it regardless for XP. How about, what was in the rock? The rock encounter's changed, hasn't it? Because it was a Scraggy. Or is it a Scraggy still? Never mind. We'll never find out. It's this instead. It's a Krabby Doduo, which, to be fair, and they're both level 12. That's not bad. Stop reducing my attack. There we go. Throw a poison mushroom at it. So we dropped a Cleffa Meowth for a Krabby Doduo. Which is kind of hilarious. Oh, these are both terrible. These are both awful. I'm doing this one. Damn, its eyes aren't on the middle. Sure, this will do. Let's go all out. No, we want Vice Grip. I don't think we want Bubble. I don't think it will actually be that useful. Okay. So who's going to be... To be fair, we haven't given anything. Its name is Dobby. Its name is Dobby. This one could be Fry. We haven't given Fry a name yet. Check the team's typings. That's true. That is like God Bidoof, by the way. I'm not going to bother trying to hit that. It's not a ghost type. But yeah, we will adjust that in just a second. To give it a socket or run away. Ghost, poison, water, grass, flying, water, normal, rock. Okay, we actually don't have access to this guy. Because no normal types. And we don't we don't have access to this guy either because of the freaking water. No fleeing? Did I not kill it? Oh no, I didn't kill it. I ran. I forgot about the rules. Okay, we'll go in there and we'll do one more fight before we continue because I wasn't supposed to flee. That was useless. That was nothing. Considering that wasn't the same difficulty, I'll fight 2 Pokemon. Illegal run. Yeah, considering the rules change every freaking 10 minutes. Right, okay, now. Yeah, we're down to a 2-man party because of these rules. Further wheel spins. Oh no, it was release the latest Pokemon. I think I need to change the wording of that one. It's more interesting if we don't release anything. It's more interesting when things die and become illegal. I'm actually going to change the wording in that one to become illegal. I assumed it was dead, but it's actually full on release. It's basically supposed to make an old Pokemon, like, just not allowed anymore. Keeping in mind that there is a couple of wheel spins that have ways of interacting with the illegal box. That's why it's there. So don't count them out completely. It is entirely possible for the illegal box to still be around. Right, more wheel spins. They never end. Because I believe that was only spin 2. 1, 2... No, that was spin 3, so spin 2. Cannot use protect. That was spin 4, I meant. Which is fine, because we don't have any of those moves. So now, one more spin. Toss all medicine. Yay. I love tossing all medicine. I love not being able to heal, considering how rare it is that we even have anything in this box anyway. Oh, I lose a load of money for this. I should have sold them. Oh, there was a leak in my bag. That super potion got all over my revives, which I can't use. This is rough. Yep. 2 Pokemon. 2 Pokemon, and let's just quickly double check all of the thingamajigs. No protect, no duplicate types, no normal types, no fleeing. Aura has an extra life, no held items, no evolution. That seems like a lot of stuff for us to get through. And of course we couldn't have gotten through Mount Moon first, could we? Went from we are so back to it's so Jova. This is the most Pokemon song ever made. Still have a wheel left? I counted 5. I counted... You choose a type, we can't use Pokemon of that type. No duplicate types. Release the latest Pokemon that catch something else on the same route. Cannot use Protect. Toss all medicine items. That was it. That was your 5. Why is there one more spin left? Boom. I don't have frickin' Rock Smash on the team anymore. Oh, thank God you both learn it. I'll give it to Aura Cactus, because you might actually have... Never mind, I'll take away Bite, I guess. Don't you dare be a Scraggy. This is what I get for taking away Bite. I will get us through this, or not. It's really going to be down to the trainers, mate. The trainers in Mount Moon aren't too bad. It's the constant barrage. Oh, this isn't very good. It's the constant barrage of Pokemon that make this area difficult, because if you can't heal through it, then you're screwed. I mean, giving them levels isn't going to change much either, to be fair. I'm going to Glare. I didn't mean to do it twice. I just Razor Leaf and hope and pray that we get a crit. Come on. There we go. Whirlhoot. This is worse. Okay, that's fine. Alright, we played that well. Litlea. Yeah, we're good. Okay, it's down. That was kind of a cute looking Pokemon. I need to get the audio back. 1 second. Get the audio back. But yeah, I do need to get levels on Aura. It's just going to take a bit. Lady Key looks like an angry old lady. What with too much hair? I like how the game is constantly telling me to go play Infinite Fusion 2. And I'm just like, bro, I already have. Chill. I do have an idea, by the way. Oh. Binger. Binger. Alright, Demonica might die on this switch. Just putting that out there right now. Okay, good. Bang. It's Binger. Right, alright, new plan. We go back to the shop. We buy Or you have no money. What is all this music? Sell the fossil, the bone. Heart skill I kind of want to keep. I'm not sure why, but I feel like it might be useful. We're not setting terrain, there's no point keeping that. Poison barb, we've got loads of those. Poison mushrooms are worthless, get rid of them. So there's a little bit of cash. Yeah, that's not bad. Then we could just buy like 20 repels. And that can do some good. Running out of splicers, dang. Binja, it's like a ninja if you fat-fingered the keyboard. Well, I kind of wanted to see like a trash can, but like wearing a ninja gabby. Sweetheart and an armor fossil. What's a sweetheart? A very sweet chocolate. It restores the HP of the Pokemon by 20. Cool. It's just a crap potion. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to repel. And then I'm going to chirp, yeah, aura at the front. So if anything above level 14 can still appear. If this doesn't count, that's fine. This is fine, we'll be okay. Rock Smash encounters 2? That's just unlucky. You are almost ready to have some chocolate. In fact, I'm gonna give it to you now, regardless. Here, have a sweetheart. No healing isn't one, right? Oh wait, Fry, did you just freaking screenshot specific messages because you were being nice? Says I'm not smart enough to run a business while succeeding in one of the most competitive and most difficult new free markets available with one of the most discerning and almost spoiled for choice. Hey, YouTube is hard. The most transient clientele bases of the modern age. I'm trying, man. I'm trying. I hope you read all of that and let it sink in. I mean, you can't... You know when you get to a point where you just can't clarify how massive something is? Like, you just can't fathom the size. Some people can definitely fathom it a lot bigger. You had to throw all healing items. Yes, but at the time I had to throw all healing items. That didn't count. Afterwards it didn't count. That is normal electric. I think we're okay here. I'm not going to risk it. Magnet bomb. Could have been worse. I think with poison sting. Because it's not steel. Get the poison proc. I'm going to glare it. You can't... It's immune to paralysis in general? That's stupid. Where is the poison? There it is. Right at the end. That could have been handy at the beginning. Yo, you're learning grass moves that I wish my other Pokemon had. Just because it looked as though you missed it and you should have known that. I mean, I did read it a little bit, but you are right. I mostly missed it. I did mostly miss it. But thank you for the kind words regardless, man. I do appreciate it. It's less... I don't know, I kind of treat this less as business and more as, like, just something that I can do. I've always wanted to be able to stream like this. It's just never been... The path has never been simple. You know, you can talk to a freaking wall for as long as you want, but until you actually make a community... I don't know, it's so much harder than that. This music coming on at this moment makes this sound so much sadder than I intended it to. But the thing is like, look, if I want to be completely real with you, I need to work this job at the same time. As of now, YouTube doesn't make enough... I don't make enough money to be able to do this, like, professionally just yet. As much as I would love to, I can't. So with money coming in from YouTube and money coming in from a job, it means that I can keep doing this. I'm just going to be basically working 2 jobs the entire time. And that's the part that's going to be difficult, but I'm going to try. So proud of the community you created. I'm glad. I'm really glad that there are people that really like the community that we've managed to foster. I think it's great. And I feel that we are going to get bigger. Also, thank you for that membership. I did see it. Annihilation! Absolute annihilation. 1 second. One moment. I didn't load my Steam Deck. 1 second. Remind me later. Absolute annihilation. This is the first time we've ever had annihilation. The first time we've ever had annihilation. Freaking.
Now that's a lot of damage!
No! I didn't do it in time. Freaking. There we go. The game is gone. The game is over. It's gone. The game has been destroyed. The immediate reset. It's gone. Arceus has said no. Mission failed. Exactly.
Who the fuck starts a conversation like that? I just sat down.
Yeah, no, literally, that's a reset. That's an immediate reset. That one extra donation caused a reset. We were doing so well. We were doing so well. We've never had that before. Also, I'm now Dave, the 25th. Can't argue with Arceus. I can't remember what one Arceus even is now. Like, I've lost what Arceus does. No, Arceus removes all modifiers. Darkrai, I believe. Hang on, let me double check. So, blah, 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 blah. Oh no, Giratina is the one that increases the likelihood of annihilation. So Giratina just makes it so that annihilation is more likely. Arceus just removes all modifiers. That was it. We've never had annihilation before. That's funny. One day we will win this run. We will. One day this run will be done. One day. I wish I could just have a save file from this exact moment. But I can't, because it needs... Which one is it? Which one is it? I think it's this. I did it. I did it. I think it's the Stream Deck. I actually think it's the Stream Deck that was doing it. There were no issues whatsoever until I enabled the Steam Deck. As soon as I enabled the Stream Deck, I was allowed to press the button like 3 times, and then it just died. Everything exploded. So yeah, I have a feeling... that one? Yeah. I have a feeling that it was the Stream Deck that was causing my graphics card to die. It's very possible, so I'm just going to unplug it for now. That is the first crash we've had, like proper crash we've had on my graphics card since I unplugged my third monitor. Which is weird. But yes, the Stream Deck has now been unplugged. I'm going to test without it. It's a problem, though, because I like the Stream Deck. Ultimately, I can do everything. I can do everything by just clicking the buttons on the monitor, but I don't want to. Full agreement. Been ages since the last crash. Yeah. Though, to be fair, it usually only really happens when this monitor in particular is plugged in. But I also don't want to unplug this monitor. It's a good monitor. I spent money on it. The other monitor, like that I had, which was the low FPS one, is now currently just in a cupboard. I wasn't here last crash. It's because we don't have them that frequently. We do get lucky. We do get lucky and just not have to put up the crashes. Right, anyway, I'm just going to play the game as normal. Obviously, it was partway through generating a new save file, which is kind of funny. Just got to bring up the music. I'm just really, like, annoyed. Oh, it's just nostalgic Nintendo summer music. Fair enough, I thought I recognized some of it. So this could be Zelda music suddenly, and Mario and all of that. The Stream Deck is purely powered via a USB, I want to say A. Like, there's no connection here. Like, it's just straight in. So I guess it's not USB-A, is it? I don't know. I don't really care. But no, there's no HDMI whatsoever. Pull us up on Discord, come murdered of Stream Deck. What? How do you get to decide that? You're gonna murder a piece of my hardware? I've already unplugged it. Alright. Well, technically, no, this is still Dave the 25th never got to see the light of day. Hang on, I've got an idea. Wait, no. Okay, just ignore the randomizer options then. I wanted to go back and make myself blonde. I'll be like, this is the one run that works. My character's blonde. Look at the poll and you'll know the context. That requires opening Discord, which I currently do not have loaded right now. But I understand. Right, where is... I need to open up this so that I can see everything. Guys, don't forget to subscribe on YouTube if you haven't already. I can't help but notice that that number of subscribers hasn't changed. Go live, blah blah blah. Here we go. Alright, I'm back. Boom, 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 boom. Bam, 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 bam. Chat. Chat with a capital T, apparently. Alright, what do we get this time? A Gibble, perhaps? An Ekans. I'm down with that if it's got Intimidate. An Oddish. And a Swablu. I'm going Ekans. This thing's got to have Intimidate, right? Come on, make this work. Swablu. I mean, it's going to be a fairy eventually. I love him. No, we don't have Intimidate. That's going to be Shed Skin then. Okay, we can make it. We can make Shed Skin work. Poison Sting doesn't do anything here, so Wrap. And then spam Poison Sting. It does too much damage. It does too much damage. Wow, that's hilarious. I didn't expect it to do that much damage. Right, Dave the 25th is dead. This is freaking Wii Sports music, right? Bam, 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 bam. Come on. Took forever to load for some reason. Alright, time to set the settings again. Yay, Dave XXVI. I'm learning my Roman numerals. No, I want to be blonde. There we go. Blonde Dave, the impersonator. Watch this be our best run yet. Imagine picking Ekans only to lose. If that thing had Intimidate, we would have won. We got super unlucky. No joke, if it had Intimidate, that run would have been easy. Also, hello to people that are watching the stream VOD afterwards, not only on Twitch, but also on YouTube. Thank you so much for being here. Even if you're not here for the live, I appreciate you being here regardless, because apparently there are people that watch my streams afterwards. I had no idea. And I find that hilarious. I'm just like, wow. I have an amount of renown. God, I look like a baby. Right. Kabuto. Barboach. Okay, so how many Pokemon do we want with 4 times weaknesses? What's the name of the Discord? If you check the About page of my Twitch, you'll find it. I think we do this. I think we go Shroomish. Because if we at least have Absorb, we one-shot the other 2. Unless it's just fused itself to not have a Quad Grass weakness. No, it still has a Quad... That's not the right button. There we go. Shroomish, Angry Shroomish, was the only answer there. The other 2 were so not going to work. Also, yes, you are more than welcome to join the Discord. Everybody is. We do not have an age limit on the Discord, so, but yeah. Blonde. Look after yourself, make sure that everything is okay. Thing is, I don't have an age limit on the Discord specifically because, oh, I should probably get that potion. It's Pokemon. If we ever do, like, I can say this, like, wholeheartedly, if we do ever have problems regarding age on the Discord, I have no problem changing that rule. I'm just making sure that the community that we have at the moment, I have faith that we will be fine and we will not have issues. But the moment anything comes up, bang. It will occur. There is a possibility of Dragon Rage Bagon. Dude knows Ember, we're leaving. But yeah, trust me, I'm not going to let any crap happen on my own freaking community. I have a feeling... Hang on 1 second. I knew it. I had a feeling that we had the Discord link. I mean, I would much rather a Bagon. I think Dragon Grass is just a nice typing, as long as we don't run into any ice types. Ba-ba-bum, ba-ba-bum. Ba-ba-bum, bam, 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 bam. Oak! Give me your 5 balls, and on the way out I will steal this man's 2 balls. That lady over there has no balls for me to steal. Alright, encounter time. A Miracle Seed, that's really good. What do we get? A Horsey, that's fine. I'll take a Horsey. Level 2 Horsey's a bit lame, but we'll make it work. What ability does Horsey have outside of Sniper? Boom, boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. Does this thing even have a fusion? Don't forget, wheel spins will not be occurring until we have our second Pokemon. This doesn't count. This is our first Pokemon because it has to be fused. That is whorish. It really is, actually. Dude loves sleeping around. It did get Sniper. Alright, Poison Heal's funny. But Sniper is kind of hilarious. Do either of these Pokemon get Focus Energy? Hold on a second. Does Horsey get Focus Energy, perchance? It does, at level 15. I might go Sniper. That's wild. Then again, I'm Grass Water. Poison Heal... No, Poison Heal's just smarter. As much as I would love Sniper with Focus Energy, that's really risky. Whereas instead, I could go I could go special attack. No, that's not very good. None of these are very good either. I'm just going to do poison heal. We're weak to poison is the problem. We're water grass, so poison heal actually protects us quite a lot. So, as sad as I am to say it, there's a lustrous orb on the floor. Boost the power of dragon and water moves? Really? Really does it now? A dragon scale. Isn't that how you get Kingdra? Huh. Poison heal doesn't protect you from the poison weakness, it just stops you from being poisoned. I thought it healed you when you received the poison move. Very lucky to get a dragon scale this early. Actually, that does mean that we will eventually evolve into a dragon type. It heals you if you're poisoned. Weird. What do you sell? Heal ball, hyper potion. Okay, our only available healing in the game right now is a hyper potion at what, 1500? Great. Alright, what's my gift? A pumpkaboo. Okay, cool. Another pumpkaboo. Let's set up the boxes. Bam, bam, bam. Dead. Illegal. Illegal. Wow. Illegal. Here's me getting these wrong. Name. Gifto. Get the pumpkaboo in there. Sniper's better. I feel like poison heal's a bit crap if that's how it works. Like legit, if that's how it works, poison heal's kind of rubbish. Swift Swim, Sniper, and Damp is what it would have had. Yeah, restores HP if a Pokemon's poisoned. Wow. Okay, well, we'll just have to find Toxic Orb then, I guess. Simple, I suppose. I mean, in theory... Smokescreen. Smokescreen! Ah, that's a bit rubbish. In theory, I could just get a DNA reverser and flip them. I'll never give it a name. Space, this thing will eventually be a dragon. It's not a dragon right now, but it will be eventually. I just need to change its body around. Not getting any experience off of that. Come on, there we go, level 5, that's better. Ow. And it's down, that's way better. I love how speed up running really makes me look like I'm flailing. Kingdra's so awesome. Kingdra is great. The fact that we have a lustrous orb, which is obviously for Palkia, and we have a dragon scale, it's almost like it was preordained that this thing should become a Kingdra. We just need to get it to Seadra, and I don't know when that happens. And then we can always just use the Pokemart dude to relearn Kingdra's moves. Semantis. I'm not fighting that. I'm allowed to run. Alright, what do you have? Don't have something overpowered. Please. Yeah, we can work with that. There we go. It's a Metapod Diglett. It was fast, but it didn't do anything. Hello, Pokemon cards. You yourself being the embodiment of Pokemon cards. Are you a human made out of Pokemon cards? That's crazy. Right, level 7, which is normally decent enough for now. Right, so let's go this way. I bet there's another Lustrous Orb on the floor, by the way. Watch this. Oh, there's another Miracle Seed. What do you have, mate? Igglybuff. It's an Igglybuff with a chair. It's not a fairy anymore when he got his chair. Thank you for your random Pokeball. Secret Potion. Oh yeah, it revives every fainted Pokemon. It's Sacred Ash. Alright, what do we get? Because we can stun whatever's in here. Watch it be a dragon. That's basically a dragon. Actually, that is very scary. And last I checked, these things are really tricky to catch. There we go. Oh, we're getting Leech Seed this easy. I guess we don't really need Tackle, do we? Slack Off is here. What else do we get? I will use you for experience. Uh-oh. Leech Seed. Because when I'm asleep, I'm still doing damage. Anybody else yawn IRL when someone uses the move yawn? Dead. Vigoroth confirmed. It would be good. A Vigoroth Aron would be nasty. Why does defense rise? Come on. There we go. Arons I usually have a bad relationship with. They always take forever to catch. Right, freaking slack off Aron. Aggron slacking is such a freaking vibe. Especially since Steel Normal Rock. We can now get rid of this thing's horrendous ability. Rockhead and... I mean, boosted special defense minus special attack. Why not? Tackle, Scratch, Yawn, Mud Slap. Let's go. Arkoff. I need someone. I should take my claim here. Yeah, sure. Space Dragon and Alpha Bravo. Onwards. Magneto, fly. There is actually an item here. Kid, you just had 2 lustrous orbs in your pockets. Oh wow, if you click on her, she opens the Pokemon Infinite Fusion wiki. I did not know that. That's kind of hilarious. Right, we've just got a couple of fights. Wingull! It could have been a Wingull. It wasn't a Wingull though, but it could have been. But it wasn't. But it could have been. Another Lustrous Orb. How much did he sell for? Watch this guy not take them. We need to sell these Lustrous Orbs. Isn't that how you get Origin Form Palkia? Why am I in here? I'm in the red room. I want to be in the blue room. Do they sell for anything? Yes, they sell for 5k each. We are rich. 3 Miracle Seeds. Dragon Scale is 1k. Okay. Yeah, we are minted. I can buy those Hyper Potions. The fact that Hyper Potions are our only way of healing, I can actually buy 10 of them. That's so funny. Game was like, here's some overpowered healing that you're never going to be able to use. Oh, hang on a minute. Lustrous Orbs have replaced potions and Pokeballs, it seems. Right, let's fight this kid. Mustafa with Hopkey. You could have been so much worse. Don't you dare crit. There we go. It's spam focus energy. I'm happy with that. Magidoof. Eat it. It's dead. Okay, he sometimes has horrible Pokemon, but we got really lucky there. Items are randomized. Exactly. Jigglytee. Jigglytitty is basically what that's called. Just putting that out there. What if I swap to Alpha Bravo here? Don't we like hard resist this thing? I just want to get it levels. Sing. Nice one, idiot. Yawn. Yeah, we're so freaking bulky. Jiggly what now? Hey, just read the screen. It's Jiggly Titty. That's its name. And Alpha Bravo got some good experience from that. Kabuboch, we don't want to fight. We want to go back to Space Dragon. And we just want to click Absorb. Bang! We've got a really good matchup into our rival right now. Smell you later. Yeah, we've got a really good matchup against our rival because of our Shroomish. Alright, next encounter. What are we going to get? What are we going to get, guys? Spoink. Spoink. We've got 1 potion and 10 hyper potions. Gotta love it. Shame we have no Master Balls. Don't forget the garden. I was just thinking about it. Alright, what else do we have? Spoink and Mareep. Don't know how I feel about this. Oh yeah, I can't paralyze you. I always forget that. I think Mareep should be, like, electric Pokemon should be able to be paralyzed via means that are not electric moves, but fair enough. Like, they're immune to specifically static Thunder Wave and electric moves that apply it. Not freaking Glare. Right, onwards. What do we get? 6 Miracle Seeds. A Star Piece. An Item Urge. And 4 Mental Herbs. Snaps the holder out of infatuation. Huh. And an Item Urge. When used, it causes an ally Pokemon to use its held item. Fair enough. But what do we get in here? What encounter do we get in the secretive garden? A Nidoran. It could be useful. It's not the greatest, but it could be useful. Really depends on what it fuses with. Where are these dragons? A Relicanth. Oh. Oh, okay. Doesn't Relicanth have an awful catch rate? Like, abysmal. Yeah, it does. Come on. Come on. Why do we have to have such a bad luck? I want to click Bubble, but I think it will just die. Let's go to Alpha Bravo. Maybe we can hit it. Scratch it. That did nothing. Scratch it again. Damn, this hardness is mental. Dude's built like a brick. Brick fish, actually. There we go. There we go. God, what funny freaking shape. It's just such an unloved Pokemon, and that's sort of what gets me about Relicanth. Is it's a really interesting Pokemon that they did nothing with. It's like, let's add a Pokemon that doesn't evolve, nothing evolves into it, everyone's paralyzed, by the way. And is kind of just bad. Let's go this way around. I have a feeling that this might be a bit more useful. Jolly or Modest? I think we go Modest. With Static. I like Own Tempo and Nuzlocke runs, but not right now. Fuse them together. Poison Rock, Water Poison. Water Poison's a really good typing though, isn't it? Because it nullifies its weakness to grass. And ground. Right? So I think Water Poison just works. I made Relicanth the Guardian of the Reggies? Not really, he's just sort of there. That's kind of my thing about it, is just like, it doesn't really do anything, it's just there. Okay, let's leave. Let's leave, let's get some levels and see if we can play the game. There is another encounter we can get right now, actually. Hang on. How many balls do we have? 12. This will be fine. We can get our Viridian Forest encounter. What do we have? That's a duplicate, so we can't have that. Bubble. Bubble. The splash plate. Okay, God's nearby. Igliana. Okay. Sadly, also not an encounter, but a funny one nonetheless. What do we get? Come on. Feebas. Really? The ugly Pokemon. This is a very different team to what we're used to. A really different team. Feebas Corphish. Anybody want Dark Melodic? I love Crawdor. Like, such an early game dark Pokemon. And then we'll nickname everybody. Water or water? Which do we like the look of? Water or water? God, what mental colours. Hyper Cutter, why not? And then just attack minus defense. Let's go. Feebas and Relicanth are so rare. Yeah, but the rarity doesn't really mean anything in this game. Because it's all based on BST, it's not based on, like, encounter tables. Alright, Sporeep. Sporeep can be... I would like to be the Relicanth. Okay, let me sort that one out. There is nothing fluffy about this Pokemon, by the way. And was it Sam? Sam says wants to be the Feebas. Alpha. So Sporeep needs a name. The pig sheep. I want to be Feepish. I can't. I'm not sure. But you can be Sir Benny. There we go. There'll be more opportunities for nicknames, don't you worry, because not only will a run probably end, but things die all the time. We do need to level up these Pokemon. And it ain't gonna be easy. There's the Intimidate. Where was that earlier? Where was the Intimidate earlier? There we go. Level 10. Now, swap you out. Let's level up Alpha Bravo. That's, again, it's an angry Cleffa. Go away, you small fairy. Thank you. In any case, the run will end in 5 to 10 minutes, as it usually does. Another Ekans with Intimidate. Where are my Ekans with Intimidate? We've not run into any that have been mine. All of my Ekans have ended up with shed skin. There are entire runs that would have worked if my Ekans had Intimidate. All Ekans here have Intimidate. Cringe. Come on, just get to like level 7 or something, you'll be fine. Yeah, we will be completely annihilated by anything that has Dragon Rage, and I can't wait for Brock specifically to have it. Headbutt is a good move. Right, let's swap over. So, obviously we probably shouldn't be level 3 in here. Thunderwave, Splash, Growl, and Tackle. I think we're okay. That could have been better. Yeah, the pure headbutt damage is massive. I need to go for the web items. There are items in the webs. I just thought there were spiders in the webs. Thus I got scared and left. Ow. Come on, Paralysis Brock. Don't just spam yawn, you're not achieving anything. You're loafing around, we've had 2 full naps. I'm gonna have to swap out. The enemy is now really scary. See, a Pokemon appeared. It was a Fermantis. scary for Mantis. We have nothing to do with grass types. Dude died. There's nothing in this web. I got a secret potion. I mean, I can sell that, I guess. I will put this mushroom on my head. Snubble! We need a steel move on Alpha Bravo like yesterday. I am also playing with fire right now because we're running around with no health. Like, Space Dragon should be able to just walk all over everything at the moment, but we are very weak. Alpha so tanky, you definitely feel like you won't die for a while. I think no matter what happens, Alpha can take so many hits, and Space Dragon just blasts everything right now. So Benny might be able to start fighting things in the woods. It's mostly the move pool that's the problem. Oh, a Chikorita. Sure. Sure. Tackle. 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 One day, Static will proc. A Wurmple. One day, Static will proc. We had a speed tie with a Wurmple, by the way. How freaking embarrassing is that? Come on, go up. Don't just spin on the spot, PlayStation. You can do it. What is this song? What is this music? That's a slack off. Fun to wave it. Don't yawn me. Oh. Did anybody else in the past used to believe that Splash had like a 1 in 100th chance to be a one-hit KO move? There was a time where we used to believe that Splash was actually no different than like Guillotine, but its odds were so rubbish that it just never happened. Pokeball. Secret potion. Many secret potions in the webs. I remember that rumor. You just had a 1 in 100 chance that if you click Splash, the enemy would die immediately. Psywave. It can still be like that, Dave. Who knows? I think you should try it. I remember distinctly someone told me that there was a rumor that Splash would do that because whenever you use Splash, it said, like, Magikarp splashes around, but it did nothing. There was a chance that instead of it saying, but it did nothing, it would instead say, Magikarp thrashed wildly, and then that would be like a one-hit kill. And I remember that being a thing, because when someone said that Magikarp thrashed wildly, I was like, that's a real thing. Metavana. Whoa! Oh, we are weak to that, huh? Alright, paralysis is freaking global. Bubble does more here than Absorb ever will. Jim sent out Chimskit, and I wish he didn't. Bubble? Bubble. Bubble. Will a splash to do damage if you use it while surfing or during rain? Well, what ended up happening, I think... You didn't load stream avatars. Oh, well done. Thanks for spotting that. What ended up happening, I think, is Splash's, like, entire rumor just got replaced by, Bounce. Because the idea was that it was supposed to be Magikarp, launching itself skyward with Splash and then coming down and crashing into you and killing you in one hit. I think what ended up happening is they just turned it into Bounce instead. Which is fine. Like, it's still funny. Don't get me wrong. But it would have been funnier if it stayed Splash. What is this music? Open. There we go. Thank you for the strange summer... Sure, this will do. You should revisit the shop for money. I love money. I love money. However, at the same time, People keep giving me money. And it kills all of my Pokemon. I have a mushroom growing outside of my head. Cordyceps in 100%. Silver Splash Pay. Silver Mental Herbs. Silver Star Piece. The rest I keep. Yeah, we're basically sorted. Dude doesn't want an eye to merge. Not that that really means anything. Pokeballs, let's buy another 10. DNA splicers are fine at the moment. I could grab another 10 Hyper Potions. And just, honestly, Hyper Potions, being able to have that many of them this early is incredible. Secret Potions you can't use. I did forget about that, didn't I? Aren't they worth like a shitload? Yeah, they're worth a lot as well. Damn, we could just load up on Hyper Potions and be happy for the rest of life. I'll buy another 10. Mental. You don't have enough money. Oh, I will. Trust me, I'll come back with some wild shit. Also, isn't it ridiculous that if you sell something to a Pokemon Mart, they sell it back to you at full price? Like, when I say full price, I mean like 50% markup. No, it's 100% markup, isn't it? You buy something for 50% off, but it becomes 100% markup, which is insane. That's so much money. Because, like, if you sell it for 50, they will sell it for 100. Which is too much. Are we poison water? Or are we poison rock? I think we're poison rock. Which is also not good. And now you're poisoned. It doesn't know leafage yet. Hell yeah. All these spiders need to keep, stop stealing all of these potions. Whoa, that was a lot more damage than I was expecting. Go, Sir Benny, kick its ass. With your absolute electric kit. Brilliant, you did it. Well done, your electric moves saved the day. Exceptional freaking electric damage. Also, with all of these playlists, I'm keeping an eye on the ones that get us copyright struck. I'm kind of casually finding Sacred Ash in every web. I know, right? It's actually wild. Nope. It'd be nice if you could take those flowers before you get the quest. Hang on, I should be picking up the mushrooms, because if I get the tiny mushrooms I need before I even meet her, then that's handy. Water gun. Excellent. Now you're poisoned. Water gun. Scratch because I... Ow. Wow, 2 levels off of that. Heck yeah. Alright, we're going to go back and save. Well, heal. Every video game should have a fast forward function. Well, the thing is like, the more you play this, the more you realise, you know, just how effective some of these little things are. Because you're just going to get to a point where it's like, why am I not doing this? There's a tiny mushroom. I just assumed because it was going to be Pokemon and there's no items in there, that it wouldn't be worth doing. Now I realise that there are items in them. Splash is such a funny freaking move. Because it's clearly designed for fish. I need a Pokemon ability called Fish Out of Water, which makes it so that your opponent can only use Splash. Oh, Sandygast. Splash it. Oh yeah, Water Compaction. And it's gone. But yeah, stupid ability where you use it on an opponent and all of their moves are replaced with Splash. Corp Dot. Don't use Bide, that's a problem. Right, well now you just perish. There we go. I played around that Bide perfectly. Miracle Seed. Hop-Hip splashes too. Why though? It's not a fish. I think we die if we engage this. Absorb. Dude, oh yeah, Nidoran freaking double kick, doesn't it? We've got access to a funny fighting move. Also, is that all 3 tiny mushrooms? It is as well. We've actually got the quest done this time. We actually got great RNG this time. As much as my team isn't necessarily that incredible, we've got the levels. You're right, Leonidas. But yeah, we have the levels, but I'm just like, okay. We're getting the RNG from the items. I don't necessarily need items anymore. Well, like the mushrooms, sorry. 9, 8, 7, and 3. Sam, I'm going to throw you into the pit. That's a Wingull. You can't be growled. There's no notification or anything. It's just a word goes boom, 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 boom. All it knows is growl. That was the easiest level up in your life. And Feebas. Another worthless Pokemon. We've just got to slowly but surely whittle it down. I should get Metal Claw at 10. That would be really handy. Are you level 9? This Feebas did nothing. That moment when you get levels from sheer stupidity. What a pointless fight. Why are we not reducing its speed? That's so harsh. All things considered, your headbutt is still really good anyway. Alright, what I'm going to do... Fingers crossed this dude doesn't have Pursuit. It's possible that it does. Nope, we're good. This is the most Final Fantasy, non-Final Fantasy music I've ever heard. What should be from Crystal Chronicles? Senpod. Just do no damage. Bubble. There we go. How could this happen? Wow, it's dark. Wormpole. I'm going to use a normal potion here. Okay, Poison Sting wouldn't have killed. Good. Good to know. I remember fighting an alpha Pokemon for Jolteon. Jolteon fainted 4 times while just having pouring on tank hits while spamming revives. Item spam and cheese in Pokemon will always be hilarious. Vice Grip. We finally have a physical move to actually make use of your massive attack stat. Uh-oh. It's Fomantis, which I think we're very weak to. Headbutt it. Headbutt damage is insane. That web only had Pokemon in it. It was just Fomantis City. Wild. And it's dead. Yeah, Metal Claw right now would be really handy. That's a Chikorita. This might be worth it. Normal Steel. Yeah, this is good. Love the fact that Chikorita is the classified, like, Pokemon here. Bubble. Oh, that was way more damage than I was expecting. Okay. Got a Fluffy. I think we survive whatever it does. And it's poisoned. That's even more hilarious. Done. Okay, alright. Tell me to go back. I said tell me to go back. I didn't realize he was going to say it twice. Let's give this girl her mushrooms. And let's find this guy his revive. So, you're the mushrooms one. What do you give me? A boost ball. That's not bad. You got an item sitting randomly, and you want a fully leveled bug Pokemon, which I don't have right now. But we can get one. So the max revive is on the chair up here. Has it moved? It was a mental herb. I love how the guy is like, go find the revive that I dropped, and it would never be a revive. I trusted you! Thank you for the quest journal. Thank you for Flash. I think he will always give you the same items every time. Okay, back through. Alpha Bravo's somehow lagging. Dude's a little behind. Karen teleports you to a spooky mountain. What did you just say? Headbutt is such a strong move for us to have this early. We will die to a counter. I refuse to allow that to happen. Because I'm going to click headbutt and we're just going to perish. Fermantis. Yep, again, just headbutt it down. Honestly, so much power in that funny little head of yours. I like that girl spawns even if you finish the quest. There was a horsey in here, huh? A level 10 horsey? Ooh. I almost fell into the trap of taking too many leers. But it's okay, we were faster. Azunamo. Azunamo. And you're dead. Never mind, it apparently has levitate. Looking at it, you wouldn't think that, would you? Another Pokemon that I'm afraid of clicking. Whoa, it's level 3, never mind. This tree's not real. What? This tree's not real. What other trees aren't real? Huh? What other trees aren't real? I feel like there's a funny sequence break somewhere in the game. Right. We're going to go in here. We're going to take out the first 2 trainers. What does this guy give? He gave me a thing. Some kind of object. You're not too sure what it is. It's a twisted spoon. The tree going to your rival on Route 22 isn't real either. I just question everything, yeah. Right, can we beat this girl? On Penny. You got an Onyx, right? That's a bit lame. Why do you have that? Why are you chilling with an Onyx child? I don't think I'll ever run into Pokemon from a creepypasta. Slack off is a funny concept, but my answer is no. We're gonna heal. This game is starting to just be weird. Like, if there are trees that you could just run through, like this tree's missing part of its... No, it's not. It's just been sat on weirdly. Okay. But yeah, today we've gotten weird items like the thing, and we're able to clip through trees. You know, like, I'm just baffled. I don't understand what's going on. Is it because my character's blonde? Have things changed because of my hair color? Anasaur. You are quad weak to a mud slap. You are very weak to mud slaps. Now you're learning Metal Claw. Very useful. Lichen Pie. Huge. Huge damage. It's like you can slide in between this building as well, but it makes you wonder, like, what other things can you slip and slide between? Come on in, Brock. I've got a funny sloth. Can you deal with my funny sloth? Pasley. Rock Bug, so Metal Claw. Ow, low kick. I mean, it couldn't have been any other thing but a low kick. Shielded. I kind of love that. More Metal Claws. Yeah, honestly, Metal Claw and Alpha Bravo was what got us through that gym. Hell yeah. I'll have a drying pan. Counterfeit. I've never heard of that move. That's a move? What does that do? I'm 4 times weak to low kick? Yeah, but luckily you're not very heavy for some reason. I think it's because it was using Slackoff's body instead. Let's go to database and just search counterfeit. It's not real. Counterfeit is not a real move. What does it do? He just gave me a fake item. Looks like a regular TM, but it doesn't do anything. Do you want to teach counterfeit to a Pokemon? Yeah. Huh. It doesn't work on anybody. Surely it's a quest item that we've forgotten about. That's weird. Alright, give me an item, please. Dude just handed me a Lustrous Orb. I want to know where he got that Lustrous Orb from. It's a mental item to just have. Ooh, hidden ability bond. How many? This isn't the run with the Master Balls. 21. This is the run with all the money. What do we get? He got it from a berry bush, obviously. You have Static and Thunder Wave, yes. That doesn't count, but it is Weak Armor Sludgy. What a name. That was just a Moltres impersonator. That was the counterfeit. A Remoraid. Hidden ability Remoraid, perhaps. Is it just Sniper again? I don't think it is. It's Hustle. Okay. It isn't hidden ability or proc the ability when it comes out. Oh, we can't freaking Thunder Wave this, can we? I'm Electric Psychic. I should be careful. We can Stun Spore it. There we go. Diglett just being, like, face first into the dirt is hilarious. Name it after anyone but Cubely. And I had a Pokemon named after you last run, and it sucked. It was a Beedrill, so I had to do it. It's just a fish in the ground. Sandvale and Hustle. I think Hustle's really funny. But it doesn't work with Modest. It's got to work with Jolly. Water Gun, Lock On, Scratch, and Sand Attack. Wow. This is just crazy. It's crazy looking. I hate it. Remolet. Cubely, you could be this strange fish. I don't mind you being a strange fish. Hola, amigos. Hello indeed, friends. Wait, we need to check the shop now that we've beaten Brock. Normally it's not worth it because we can't afford anything, but in this version we can. Sunstone. No repels. Yeah, this doesn't help. This isn't that helpful. We're still loaded on most of the things. What about this guy? Poison gem with choice specs. I mean, choice specs is interesting. I don't think it's going to be that useful for us. Oh shit, I accidentally walked into the double battle. Ow, I kicked the table as well. I walked into the double battle and kicked the table. That's not terrible, actually. Oh no, it's not good either. Because for some reason that Natu was not flying. And that makes things a little bit more complicated. And Shadow Tag, right. And some Mudkip with a hairstyle. Okay, that's not good. That Mudkip's down. I'm afraid of what Nanowat is going to do. Nothing. Oh, Nightshade, and we're good. Mud style. That's a funny way of putting it, yeah. Yeah, we're mostly just sit here and just blast it then. Yeah, it's not doing anything crazy. I figured this was going to be a lot scarier than it ended up being. That wasn't too bad in the end. I'm just going to go quickly get my PP back. 25 resets, yep. And we're still going. I want Sir Benny to be able to do something. Sun Thump. Again, it's just stuff that I can't really hit. Yeah, exactly. It's just not worth using this guy on it. Rock Poison. Yeah, none of our typings are very good here. We just have a bad team. With just Metal Claw. And now we're asleep because the grass made noises. And it is dead. Tigi. Taiji. Tai Chi. What fighting move is this thing gonna know? Fake Out. Strongest fighting move I've ever seen. Tackle. Okay, it's a normal type Pokemon actually. Magito. Ooh. Headbutt as well? Oh, why did I do that? Why did I do it twice? The answer is Mud Slap. And Yawn, okay. The cheek of it. My character is just mental. That looks so strange. Will we get through Mount Moon? That is the new question. Surgegoon still not weak to Thundershock. Don't use your baby doll eyes. I'm waiting for a freaking bug move that you're not using. Cotton Spore. With a tackle, I suppose. You look like Pink from Deltarune Chapter 5. I've never played Deltarune, mate. Secret Potion. And we have a wheel spin. The time has come. I did say that you can always do the wheel spins before Brock. It's now moved. You can do it at the moment I've got a second Pokemon. This game is just me fighting Brock over and over again. There is no other content. It's just Brock. Nothing happens after Brock. I know, but the run was going well. Oh, you're so kind. Benevolent God. Spin that wheel. First party member becomes soul linked with the last party member. Who might that be? We will be soul linking, probably the sheep. Sir Benny with Cubely. Sir Benny soul link to Cubely. There we go. That's our main modifier right now. If we lose the sheep, we lose the fish. That's the main modifier. Thank you very much for the donation. I always appreciate it. Vest and I have been very irresponsible with our money. No, because it goes to a good cause, that cause being myself. And you get to annihilate a run, which you can't deny is kind of epic. Kind of epic. That thing knows Dragon Rage. Do I resist it? I am Steel. Well, it used Growth, which doesn't change anything. Why do you stun me on the way out? Venedata. Headbutt. Ooh, Rock Tomb. I like it when you learn moves. Another wheel spin! You guys are just waiting now. You're waiting for me to make an amount of progress. Have you guys realised yet that if I don't have modifiers, I make progress? The moment I have modifiers, I stop making as much progress, and then the run ends. Tomorrow is paycheck day. Ooh. Spin! No duplicate types on the team. Okay, that is a bit harsh, because I'm pretty sure most of the team is water. Alright, let's see what happens. Let's just add this quickly. No duplicate types. I'm pretty sure that drops like 3 people from the team. Let's have a look. It's much more fun. We do have a gift Pokemon on the way. So, no duplicate types. Steel normal, water grass, psychic electric, water. As much as I like Corfish, we can't have him. Water poison. And water ground. I told you, 3 members of the team are currently water. Don't forget that if Sir Benny dies, then Jubilee also perishes, even if they're not in the team. You can reverse the water poison to keep another member. I can, but I don't... Wait, do we have access to reverses yet? We don't have access to reverses yet, so no, I can't. Oh, I have a DNA reverser. Hang on a minute. Water ground, you'll always be water ground. No. It'll be rock poison, right? That doesn't work either. Oh, it does work. Why did I always think you were rock already? That was just a tube with a face. Okay, we can have this. Incredible team, swift swim, somewhat of a clown. Sure. Not sure how I feel about it, but it's another member of the team. Do we need to do anything else in there? We've done this. We have no Final Evo bugs yet, do we? No. There's nothing else we can do in the hotel. We'll fight this bug guy, who won't have bugs. Okay, he's got a bug. Good thing on a rock tomb now. Rio Tret. This thing knows counter. It knows counter. It's not using it, that's good. It's a Riolu, it knows counter, they all do. Voltrak. That's an angry little spider, and I'm not a fan of him. Remove him from my sight. Iron. And the Don't Look at Me girl. Bagel! Wait, this one knows Dragon Rage, right? Opens with Leer. Okay, it didn't use it. It's still super effective instead of kills. I'm okay with that. A fusion ball and a lustrous orb. I'll have a red flower and I'll talk to the lady. Hi, I'm Brock. Go indoors. Do this. Purchase a random Pokemon. That's a duplicate. The gift is illegal. Hell yeah. What are the odds of that? We'll find another gift Pokemon, I'm sure. Get out of the front door, you strange people. Right, we should also talk to this man, give him the red metal powder. What does metal powder do? Oh, it's the Ditto powder. Okay, whatever then. Let's sell all of this garbage. 2 lustrous orbs. A thing for 25 cents. Mental herbs, splash plate, poison mushrooms. We keep the dragon scale unless Horsey dies. Name it gift. Oh yeah, and the secret potions. I mean, I could just to remind myself of it. Do you just realise that if I want more hyper potions, I have to run all the way back to freaking Viridian? If I want more hyper potions, I have to make a trek. You need 10 miracle seeds? Why do I need 10 miracle seeds? Is that what's in my inventory at the moment and I didn't notice? Because if so, that's epic. That's hilarious. I would give them all to the Chikorita that I totally have. So yeah, once we get Fly, this will be really helpful. But this guy specifically sells hyper potions. I'm just going to buy 20 of them. We have now got ultimate healing. We now just have a new option every single time. I should really be clicking on the spider web, shouldn't I? Formantis. Dead. Oh yeah, no, I can absolutely get the roll where I drop. Hang on, how many do I have? Oh shit, I've got 50 hyper potions. It's entirely possible that the wheel spin causes me to drop all medicine. I didn't think about that. You're so right. Maybe we should start using them. We need to be less conservative of our gear and actually use it. For example. Alright, let's see. Will I find a hole in my pockets? Or a freaking... what's the word? A leak in my bag, that was it. No, actually, the opposite. Alpha Bravo, choose a route. We go to get a new Pokemon from it. The Second Coming. I haven't got my map. As in, it's in my inventory, but she doesn't have a map on the wall? What a rubbish Pokemon Center. So yeah, you can basically see where we've been. Isn't it hilarious that in the original game you spend so much time at the top of the map? You make it from almost the bottom all the way to the top so quickly. Secret Garden. Oh, you really want me to run that far? I was just there. One day I will enter Mount Moon, and that day may not be today. It might be a different day. We don't know. Alpha Bravo might level up on the way through the forest. It's a sleeping Nidoran. Murder. Apparently it missed and it hit you first. How does that make sense? Shwang. Nope, you didn't level up on the way back through. Oops. What's even in the secret garden that's worth grabbing? No, you don't need feint attack, that's fine. What was in here? Wasn't it Aron and Slackoff? Isn't the duplicate types too brutal for this mod, considering most mons are fusions with dual typings? You could say that. It means that you have to be clever with your fusions. That's what it means. That did no damage. It's Psywave, isn't it? Sometimes it just doesn't work. It was Relicanth and Nidoran. That was it. There might not be a Pokemon in here then. Might be a time of day thing. Interesting. There is a Pidgey and Pelipper in here. We've done it before. Okay, so it's very possible that I run into Pidgey and Pelipper. Psywave, can you do more than no damage, please? Tropius? Level 2? No one's ever seen a level 2 Tropius before. We might be able to make the banana guy freaking good. Tropius Sandile is such an idea. Not the banana chin. Yeah, but I want him to get a Mega Evolution where he gets a banana cannon. Also, aren't you happy that it's going to be in Winds and Waves and it's absolutely going to get an evolution on new form? Ground Flying, Grass Dark. Ground Flying is such a weird typing because it's not weak to electric. Or grass. Ground Flying is one interesting typing. It's hilarious. Sandipus. With Intimidate, I guess. Razor Leaf, Gust, Rage, Growth. Grass Dark's allowed on the team? I didn't even think about that. Oh, yeah. No, Grass isn't allowed on the team. I've got that. Steel, Normal, Poison, Rock, Ground Flying. Yeah, no, Ground Flying works. I took a step. Second Tropius encounter. Burn it. With electricity. Yeah, Dark would have been, but Grass wouldn't. On our way back. Oh, we almost went. You need a name? Yeah, we do need a name, actually. I'm also looking forward to trying to level this thing up in Mount Moon. Anything in here? An X attack, okay. You've lost your... You don't have a ground typing, what am I on about? I always think that thing's got ground typing and it doesn't. Ratloss. And it's dead. Okay, we've made progress today, guys. Somehow we've made progress. Somehow we've made something that seems to resemble progress. Somehow we've made some amount of progress, which is hilarious. But guys, I'm going to call it there. Though we will give it a name before I leave. We will call it... Deposit options in the... Oh, potions! Oh, that's no fun, though. Doug, do you want to be a... Do you want to be a Sandile Tropius? I think it's less fun if I put it in the PC. Sure. Don't worry, it's hideous. Alright guys, I'm going to save the game. Save the file. Hell yeah. I'm going to turn the game off. Guys, thank you so much. The bushes are primed for you before you go. That's such a sentence that you just said. We'll worry about it when I reload the game, because when we reload the game, they'll be there anyway. Guys, let's move on to the credits, shall we? Thank you so much for coming along. And also, let's have a look at who is currently kicking the most ass on the freaking memberships of July. Alpha Bravo, you have overtaken Vestilian. I'm just going to say that now. You're absolutely freaking gorgeous and wonderful. Thank you so much. But that does mean that Vestilian's now going to have to take that #1 spot back, because we're only halfway through the month. It's the 14th. Come on. Maybe somebody else can overtake. Maybe Fry will do it. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe Raykov will do it. We don't know. The same people dropping for freaking memberships today. That credits was really short, but it was completely untrue. And I find that funny. Guys, thank you so much for coming along. Be kind to yourself, be kind to others, and above all else, have a damn good one. And I will see you next time, tomorrow, for some more Pokemon Infinite Fusion Nuzlocke, where we will get to Lieutenant Surge. I hope. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Have a lovely evening. Be kind to yourself, be kind to others, and above all else, have a damn good one. So long.